Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we began the Ringed City DLC by descending down the Dreg Heap, my personal favorite of the 3 DLC areas. And then we had a very, very good run against the Demon Prince, only took us one try to kill him. That was pretty awesome. This time, depending on how things go, this may or may not be the finale, but either way, we're moving on to a part of the DLC that I'm very excited to revisit, honestly. So, I'm wearing my best stuff for the occasion, I guess. To truly complete the set, though, I would like to put on the hood real quick. There we go. I will say, this set looks pretty cool. It also creates a great contrast with my character's skin. Anyway. Through here, through the Firelink Shrine from Dark Souls 1, I think this is the chamber where the big serpent pops out of the water and says hi to you and tells you what your purpose is in the world. Finally, a Dark Souls NPC explains what the hell you're doing. It's a rarity. But if we go down the hole where the serpent once slept, we are taken not to the Kiln of the First Flame. That's in the base game. Silly. But we are taken to an empty, unmarked ledge with nothing to do. Alright, I guess that's the end of the DLC. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't, no, okay. Over there. You see that? That's a big natural rock wall encircling something. If we display the small envoy banner, we might just get to see what's past it. This place looks incredible. It reminds me a lot of the High Wall of Lothric, especially with the yellow sky, though there was no sunset in High Wall of Lothric still, though. It reminds me a lot of that, but it looks very, very different aesthetically. The buildings are more domed instead of pointy. There's so much greenery around. It honestly looks like a place from a painting. And this place is known as... eventually, the Ringed City. Oh my god, I thought that view was cool. Nah, this view's even better. Look at how high it goes. Look at all those cathedrals that all look the same. Does this place have like 7,000 cathedrals or something? Because that's what everything looks like to me, but I guess this is just what all buildings looked like in the old ages. You know, we see a lot of buildings with like interiors that are completely unmarked and destroyed, but like, how many of these buildings are just like standard amenities that we would expect to see today? How many of these were once shops or like barracks, hotels, anything like that? Because you don't really recognize any of those types of buildings from the various dilapidated ruins that you explore in these games. I kind of wish there was a little more of that. Hello there? You look very similar to the gray guy who greeted us at the beginning of Ashes of Ariandel.
They brought thee here, did they not? Dost thou the gods serve, or merely that role affect?
I'm just pretending to serve the gods.
Yes. Yes, of course. How wouldst one such as thee do service to the gods? I have intimate knowledge of thy kind. I know thy want. The dark soul, is it not? Why else wouldst one deign to visit this dung heap? Give rest to thy falsity. I would be an ally to thee.
This dung heap, are you seeing this? I mean, sure, from a distance, the color might make it look like a dung heap, but up close, you can see it is anything but a dung heap. I'm sure it's filled with dead people and rotting zombies and whatnot, but so is everywhere else in the world. You can at least appreciate the beauty of what once was, you know? Alright, let me light this bonfire. I forgot that talking to NPCs more gets you more things. Let me go back and do that real quick.
The dark soul thou desirest, then seek Filianor's church at the base of the cliff. There wilt thou the sleeping princess waken. Her slumber is a deceit, a lid covering an overgrown privy, a prop to keep thee from the dark soul of thine desire.
Sweet, so we kill the princess? Awesome.
Worry not, I am a true friend to thee.
But you just said you wouldn't be.
Whatever. Will soon begin to swell, to curse the gods and bring ruin upon this accursed heap of dung.
Yeah, screw the gods, I guess. Alright, I'm done talking to you now. So I think what he means by Filianor's church, which is our goal, even though that is quite a shady individual. I mean, so are most of the NPCs in this game, let's be honest. That building over there, I believe, is Filianor's church. That one up there, you can never access that. It's just on its own little island, separate from anything. There's no paths that go to it. You cannot go up there. And as for down there, that might be background. It sure looks like background from up here anyways. So, let's descend the stairs and get into this. Our first enemy is a giant guy who summons ghosts that all shoot arrows at you. You want to hide behind these as soon as possible. Because even though these graves have holes in them, the arrows somehow aren't able to go through them. So, you're perfectly fine. I think if you go back this way, you'll find a special armor set, and I would like to have that. Okay. I don't like all the clinks I'm hearing. The Ruin set. If I remember correctly, the Ruin set once belonged to a group of people who searched the Ring City and then they died, presumably to these archers. Whoa, okay, we're good. No one spawned behind me. If you get hit by all those arrows, oh man, you do not want to know the damage. It's a scary amount of damage, that's for sure. And I'd rather not force my character to go through that experience. Alright. Got some skeletons to fight on the way, but that should be fine. I think there's only this one. And we should be safe from the arrows otherwise. I think there's like there's most likely large invisible walls surrounding the whole thing. Okay. There's a place off the edge here you can drop. I'm trying to decide if I should go there. Okay, we're good. And then we just drop down here. I don't think you can summon anything down here, so yeah. There's a little secret route you can take. Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. I think, another one of those skeleton guys walking up there, but it's fine, because we're down here now, and there's a crystal lizard, and this is far more important. Do not fall off the edge, please. Please, 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 please. Okay, we're good. Twinkling Titanite and a scale. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, maybe that is an explorable area. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'll try to pay more attention to it as we go down. So I know this area is quite long, and there are a total of 3 bosses remaining. One of them's a lot easier, and it'll be over within an instant, pretty much, but the 2 other fights might be pretty tough, depending on how things go. Again, we'll have to see how this video actually goes. We'll have to see if I choose to go all the way to the end this time or what. Okay, I think there's just more archers. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, good thing that walking to the side is enough. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Yep, that's how much damage the arrows take if you take multiple of them. Okay. Okay, now that's just a hammer guy. So I think when you get this close, he can summon hammer phantoms. And when he does that, he will not summon archers. I think he can also hit you himself, but he's not doing that here, so he's dead. I do not believe these guys are permanent kills, so you'll want to get to the next bonfire without dying. Hopefully. And there is a bonfire coming up very soon, because this is Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls 3 hands out bonfires very liberally. As you may know if you watched any videos of critiques about this game, that's like one of the first things they bring up. One of the first things anyone brings up about Dark Souls 3 is, oh, there's too many bonfires. There's too many bonfires. Game linear bad. I'll actually somewhat agree that, like, I do think the overall world design of Dark Souls 3 is slightly inferior to games like Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, even Bloodborne to an extent, because Bloodborne has that moment when you enter Cathedral Ward, there's like so many places you can go, and you get to choose which order you take them out in, and I think that's pretty cool. It also has, like, Central Yarnum, which is this massive, like, entire world's mini world in itself. And Dark Souls 3, by comparison, is not quite as interesting of a world in terms of, like, you know, actually moving around the whole thing. But I think each of the areas themselves are very interesting and very well done, so... For the most part, there's some stinkers in there. Consumed King's Garden, Catacombs of Carthus, even Smoldering Lake to an extent, though I'd really have to... I was going to make, like, a ranking all Dark Souls 3 areas video at some point, and I think I wrote some of the script, but I eventually stopped, and I might make it, I might also not. I might choose to make more interesting videos, because I know there's already so many ranking blah-de-blah Dark Souls areas videos out there, especially by the YouTuber Billy S, who just keeps making them. I mean, if he's having fun with it, then, like, go ahead, King, but also, like, I feel like he's also really milking it, and it's... Especially because, like, whenever he plays a different game other than Dark Souls, he immediately starts, oh, hi. We'll continue your dialogue in a second, but anyway, if he even plays another game, like a Legend of Zelda game, he immediately makes a ranking video about it as well. It's, like, a little strange, but I won't judge too much. You interrupted your... Can you continue talking?
One was a wayfaring knight on an endless, forbidden search. Only the abyss granted closure, if not reunion with his beloved. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Okay, that's not what he says as an opening dialogue. I can't remember what he says as an opening dialogue. I could always pop in a clip from my main channel playthrough here, but either way...
Many of us are by the fire, forsaken. I speak of thine kind and mine. Behold this city. We are kindred, but like two eyes which gaze upon the other. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind to move on. I think that's actually what he says as his opening dialogue, so I think we've heard it just now. Okay, that is definitely an area we will be going to, and it very much looks like a background area from here, so I guess the other thing I saw was an area we'll be going to soon. These guys are a little different from the hat guys in the base game, but, I mean, they are also a little different. They can use lightning magic for one thing. Some of them can also curse you if you're too close to them. Most of the time, though, they're just little guys that attack you quickly, and then you kill them, and then they die. The end. They're not too different from the hat guys, as I just said. Well, anyway. This guy, I think there's one climbing on the edge here. Yep, indeed they can do this. Just like the hat guys, you can knock that guy off before he gets the chance. I can also soul spear the living daylights out of you. And then I can soul greatsword you. Okay, you're still not dead. Oh man, my magic is falling behind. Maybe it's the staff? I don't know. Is my staff upgraded? It'd be very funny if I forgot to upgrade the staff. Hang on, let me check real quick. It's +9. Okay, so it's not quite +10, but I don't think +10 will make a huge difference on damage. I just think that overall, my magic is kind of falling behind from my weapons. Maybe magic really is weak in this game. Who knew? Alright. In here, indeed, another bonfire, so now you never have to deal with the big giant at the beginning stretch of this area ever again. Very cool. Alright, where to go from here? I think this door's locked, if I'm right in remembering. Yes, I am. Since I only drank 2 Estus flasks, I'm not gonna rest at the bonfire yet. Over here, you can meet this guy once more.
Oh. Well, fancy meeting you here. A true blessing that we should seek the same place and find ourselves standing here together. I've got the last of my brew. Let's have our own little toast with it.
Yay, more Sieg brew.
Search, and to your duty, and to the joy that lies before us.
Yes, the joy.
Right then, bottoms up.
I agree. Bottoms up. I am doing that right now, except I have to sit all the way down on the floor first. It's a weird limitation that I have. It's a character trait.
Now, I'm off in search of the Purging Monument. Once I find it, everything will come back to me. Who I was, what I lived for, what my name was, and what terrible grudges I held. I don't know. I just have this feeling that that's the kind of man I was. Oh, don't hold it against me.
I only think I was.
You do sound a little familiar from someone I know who I have a grudge with, but I'm sure you're different than him. Alright, pick up the ember. Look at those big crystals over there. Weird how they're only growing out of that wall. It's like that wall in particular is cursed with crystal magic or something, and you never know. It could be exactly what's happening. So I want to say that the Ringed City is currently the only surviving, in quotation marks, settlement away, buried at the bottom of the Dreg Heap. It has yet to be caught up within all those other buildings and ground into ash along with them. But its day is coming. Its day is coming very soon. That thing looks like a primordial serpent, which is what I was just talking about, the serpent that pops out of the watery area in Dark Souls 1 that we technically went through in this game to get down here. Okay, we got enemies. My poor twin blades have not gotten any use in such a long time, but it's fine. I mean, we did only get the Moonlight Greatsword at the end of the base game playthrough, so I think it makes enough sense. Okay, these are the types that can curse you. Wow, I guess I wasn't too far off by saying that wall full of crystals was cursed, because those guys are full of crystals and they're the ones cursing you. So I think I would like to put on the Curse Bite ring to give myself some resistance to that. And by give myself some resistance, I meant a lot of resistance, because holy cow, look at that meter. It's freaking huge. Is there another guy on the ceiling? No, there is not. I wonder if there's something else buffing that, because that's unusually large for a freaking status effect meter. I've never gotten one that high before, I don't think. Not in this game, anyway. That is an area we can't go. Look at how the freaking ground pops out of the rock like that. Yeah, we can't go there. Not at all. We are not supposed to take a very close look at that. But, joke's on you, developers. This game is on PC, and I've got, like, flawless, pristine, clear resolution, and I can see all the details from a distance. Actually, technically, some of the cracks in the buildings are warbling a little bit. I don't know what do you call that effect where, like, the camera moves and you can see lines shaking and shimmering and whatever as it moves, as like the pixels aren't always able to render the light in that particular point on the screen, dependent on where it's positioned. I don't know what that effect is called. In other news, these guys, I remember hating these guys on my first ever playthrough of the game, and I also hated them on my main channel playthrough, but recently, I've come around. I actually really like them now. We'll see if that holds up, though. My opinions on Dark Souls enemies tend to change a lot, because depending on how well I do with them in the current playthrough. Oh god, that was close, okay. I think with the heavy attack, yes, with a heavy attack you're able to stagger them and that really helps you. Honestly, I'm starting to feel, especially as I'm playing through it again, I'm starting to feel like strength is one of the best things you can bring in Dark Souls 3. Just because, like, strength weapons tend to stagger the hardest enemies a lot more often, and they tend to do more damage on top of that. Especially because of the fact that holding a strength weapon in two hands will multiply your strength internally, and so the damage will scale up a lot with it. And that allows you to use, it also allows you to use a lot of strength scaling weapons earlier. Because if you hold them in two hands, you can equip them successfully because you secretly have enough strength to use them. So yeah, I have to say, for Dark Souls 3, strength might be the best build choice. If you want to go with mostly melee. I mean, I don't know. I've heard that sorceries aren't that strong. I haven't heard terrific things about miracles either. I've heard good things about dexterity, especially involving these weapons, but, like, strength has been super fun for me. Maybe it's not, like, the best, it's just what I'm having the most fun with. Seriously, though, this view of the city looks like it could be a painting. In fact, you know what? I think I'll sit on the ground and I'll make it a painting for my desktop. Yeah, you know, I'll make it a painting. I'll paint this and put it in my desktop backgrounds. I don't know. Sometimes I say words, and that's the end of it. Sometimes I say words. All right. I don't think there's any way to go over there, if I'm not mistaken. So let's keep going down here. We're only 20 minutes in, and we're already at this point in the city, you know? I think that's good progress. These guys, if you let them live for longer than I did, they will place a magical aura underneath you, and you have to, like, run out of the way of it all the time. They can also, if they're low on health, they can turtle up and try to heal themselves with a large magical aura that heals them slowly, but damages you if you're standing in it. I think there's a way to knock them out of that state, and that's about it. Okay, we're definitely gonna see them in action more often. Yeah, that's the magical aura. You just want to step out of that. And there you go. Okay, they can also cast it to you from, like, all the way across the other side of the room. I wonder if you ever get access to that spell, if that's something only they can have. Clearly, heavy weapons stagger the living daylights out of them, so, oh my god, this is good. Oh my god, this is good. That guy was about to heal. There's the healing aura in effect. Thankfully, it does not do very much damage. The other guy is still alive. Okay, we're gonna plunge attack him. And then I'm gonna try to use the skill attack if he's still alive. He is not. Beautiful. Okay. Now we want to run and jump to this side. That's the only way you can get over here. It's by that chandelier, running, jumping off of it. And that nearly kills them in one hit, except it barely doesn't. I kicked him out of it. That was awesome. I guess that is treated like a standard guard state, and so your kick attack works the best for knocking them out of that. Not that I can trigger the kick reliably, but it is a good thing to keep in mind, I guess. These are Knights of Gwyn. What are they doing down here? Actually, I think I have an idea of what they're doing down here. So this city is supposedly the city of the Pygmies, who created the Dark Soul. I think they helped in the battle that started all of this, the battle against the dragons that started the entire events of the Dark Souls trilogy, or at least Dark Souls 1 and 3. Okay, okay. You know, the Gwyn, as well as Witch of Izalith, the Seat the Scaleless, and, I want to say... Who else was there? Nito, right, Nito. And finally, the Pygmies all work together to defeat the dragons and begin the Age of Fire. And so, Gwyn did reward the Pygmies, and whatnot, you know. Gwyn did reward the Pygmies, with their own city. However, he stuck it very, very, very far away from the rest of the world, because he was afraid of the Dark Soul. Because he is the Lord of Sunlight. So light is his whole thing, and the Dark Soul is kind of like his arch nemesis. So yeah, he stuffed it all the way at the edge of the world where nobody would ever find it. And that's the story behind the Ringed City, as far as I can tell. How's my health doing? Okay, my health is fine. I just felt like something was low that needed replenishing, but I don't think there is. So, along this path, there are a lot of those Herald Legion guys. What I'd like to do first... Oh, am I being spotted? Okay, I might be about to be spotted. What I want to do first is go up here, and then... Oh, there isn't one over here. I thought there would be. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess I can plunge attack you instead. And that worked like a charm. Get the Titanite chunks. You can hide from two of these guys over here. Something I'd kind of like to do is see if I can lure one of them over to this corner. Okay, you are alive. That's what I thought. I kind of want to lure one of them over to this corner and then plunge attack their head. We'll see if they actually hear me, though. These guys are pretty inattentive, all things considered. It's easy to hide from them. Yeah, none of them know where I am. This guy comes all the way up to the door, and then... Does he drop? Okay, I guess he doesn't. Maybe he'll drop over time. Either way, I want this guy dead, at the very least. So, we will defeat him. And... Okay. Drags along the ground like that. Cool. I think my number one tip against these guys is definitely don't roll early. Try not to panic roll. Every single one of their attacks is slow and needs a proper timing. I think that last attack in that combo chain does not deal any damage. I've had it pass right through me, and it hasn't done anything, so. There's that. Damn it. Okay, well, at least I know that last attack does nothing. And there we go. So with you dead, I should now be able to interact with this door in peace. Just in case I can't, I'm gonna heal up. Are you gonna do anything? I'm watching you. Okay, good. Somehow, we know that there is someone behind this door. I suppose that we're knocking on it, except there's no knock animation.
Speak thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall.
God!
Ah, then thou'st not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse. I am known as Shira, servant to the Princess Filianor, matriarch of the church. They who are ken to God's name are surely ken to the terrors of the dark. Please, I bid thee take not from the princess her peace or rest. As the fire waneth, does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man.
Oh no, a moral choice.
Thou'st a kind heart to speak to a captive such as I. It is no surprise thou rememberest our God. May I ask thee a kindness? Perhaps thou'st beheld the lone dragon that inhabiteth this city. Medea is his name, and the arch-dragon breaks forebears. He once railed against the dark, but was by dark afflicted. Now here, returned, he remaineth, to watch over the sleeping princess, true to the old accord. And yet, I would have thee put the dragon to rest, before the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot.
I can at least do that to make up for what I'm gonna do to the princess.
I offer my sincerest gratitude, thou who art ken to God's name. Please, take this.
Sacred Chime of Filianor. Hey, can't you turn this into the crow and get something from it?
I have asked a thing most terrible of thee. May this token of thanks be of aid.
There's something you can use. Sorry. There is a trade with the crow on top of Firelink Shrine. You can drop any Sacred Chime and get something for it. And I think that includes not only Sacred Chimes you can find in the base game, but probably also this one. I guess let's read about it while I'm thinking about it. Okay, bows are in their own menu. It's weird. That's not how it works in Elden Ring. Filianor's favor knows no boundaries, and this Sacred Chime expands the range of vicinity affecting miracles that heal, cure, or provide other enhancements. Great. I will never need that.
I beg of thee, afore the dark.
Okay, that is all you say. I will be sure to do that. That is, after all, what I'm aiming to do in order to 100% this game. It is funny, there's no true 100% in this game. I think I brought this up before. It's been a long series, what can I say? I can't remember what I've said before. But it is kind of funny how these games don't really have a 100%. They have, like, defeat all bosses. That's basically the closest you can get to 100%. Defeat all bosses, explore all areas, etc., etc. Okay, we got another ring tonight with a straight sword. Okay. Yeet! 720, that is... Oh man, compared to the damage I was doing to them before in earlier playthroughs, it's no wonder I hated these guys. I was never able to stagger them, I was doing pitiful damage, like, wow. Okay, well, to kind of go down from that positive exclamation, I am out of Estus now. I do have a You okay, buddy? I do have a Divine Blessing, but I don't really want to use it, and I can't use an Ember because I'm already in Ember form. Well, actually, do I have multiple Divine Blessings? I have 3 in storage. Okay, never mind. We will definitely, you know what? Let's just put that in this slot. There we go. So we have that equipped, and I can trick it whenever I need, because over here is an NPC invader, the Seeker of the Spurned. This guy can invade you in the base game, except this time he has no name. I suppose he has fallen so far from grace in this horrible future world that he's just straight up lost his name. Okay, I'm really hoping your weapon doesn't deal a lot of damage, because, oh boy, I'm in danger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good. Boom! Okay, now is the perfect time to drink this. Beautiful! I finally used it. Divine Blessing on something. Are you proud of me? Oh, something I kind of want to show. Maybe not with this guy, but I think with someone else I might be able to show it off. You can indeed use the Seed of a Giant Tree on NPC invaders, and I used it on this guy in my main channel playthrough to fight the Ringed Knight over there, or the Ringed Knight, and the result was hilarious. It was great, so I hope I can do that again with, because there's a few other NPC invaders around here, so I hope I can do that again. Ooh, the Black Witch set. Oh, I love that armor set. I'm probably going to wear that at the end of the video. Right now, I'm happy with this. Because, you know, when else am I going to wear this, right? Why am I... Dude, the freaking mud in this game looks so weird. Look, it's like there's a perfect square in my stomach area. What is with that? And why... The dirt accumulation system in this game makes no sense, and it also looks very strange. I honestly wish you could turn it off in settings, but you cannot. Maybe I could, like, install a mod that removes it or something, because it's a little weird. Hello? Who died? Okay, so I have no Estus. I also can't re-equip the hidden divine blessings there yet. I have no Estus, but there is another bonfire not terribly far ahead, so I could try to reach it. Yes! Oh, that's fun. And I have so many souls. If there's one good thing I could say about the Ring City, there's actually plenty of good things I can say about the Ring City, but there's one thing I can definitely say about this area. You get so many souls from it. It is incredible. Like, just existing here, it will give you so many souls to level up. I have a good feeling we're gonna hit level 110 before the series is done from this area alone. Okay. Honestly, I should just go back up. Yeah, I'm gonna go back up and try to plunge attack you. Oh, okay, that didn't work. I was hoping it would work. Okay, I shouldn't get caught by this guy, because that would be bad. I have no heals at all. Ooh! Okay, that was close. I honestly should have been hit there. I don't know why I wasn't, but I'll take it. In that Titanite chunk. Oh, I got Estus back. 4. How did I get 4? Oh, right, the invader gives you... killing invaders gives you Estus, right. Like, it gives you more than 1, and killing enemies sometimes gives you more than 1. Or sometimes gives you 1, I mean. What am I saying? Alright, whoop. SCP-914 damage, ow. Guess you could say that damage was very fine, ha ha ha. Alright. Moss fruit. Alright, now I have to drink this straight away. So I think we will, with that Estus refill, I think we will definitely make it to this next bonfire without dying. And that will be awesome. Have I actually killed all the Herald Knights along this path, aside from you two? Which I'm not... I mean, I could plunge attack one of them, and I think I will, because I think they patrol up the entire road. The entire stairway road. This reminds me a lot of San Francisco, the way that city is laid out. I've heard lots of, like, really cool things about San Francisco, but I gotta be honest, when I was there, I wasn't super impressed. I guess just, like, I was only there as a tourist. Maybe living there is kind of interesting and cool, but I don't know. I guess it's just, like, people love the beach. People love having the beach right there. The beach to one of the oceans of the world. Like, I can get that, certainly, but, you know, I'm not a super huge beach fan. Increases intelligence. I would like that. I think that's allowing me to use Soul Spear. Let's take off this in favor of Silver Cat Ring. And the other guy's gone. I was hoping to, you know, I'm gonna wait for him to come back up, if he does, and then I'm gonna plunge attack his face in. They're gonna watch. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna sit here and wait the whole time, and then he's not actually gonna come back up because he's gonna move too far away that his NPC stops updating. But I doubt that's how NPCs work in this game, because this is a modern game. They can load enemies from further away. This is not like the old Legend of Zelda games where as soon as you're not facing an enemy, they're basically not doing anything. Here he comes. Slowly but certainly lumbering up the road. Okay. That was funny. Alright, let's just take him down. We can do it. We have the Estus for it. Our chances of receiving Estus refills from them are heightened because we're so low on it. I've not needed to drink any Ashen Estus so far, have I? That's fun. I like that. Let me try Soul Greatsword on them. Okay, this is giving me plenty of time. Hi-yah! Okay, that does nothing. That's a bunch of BS is what that is. I'm still gonna kill him with it because I feel like it. And bam! Alright, this last guy can live. I don't need to destroy every single Herald Legion soldier. Are they soldiers? I don't know. I guess, you know, pretty much anything around here could be a soldier if you really want it to be. Alright, there's two guys down here. I think I'd rather, honestly, just run past them both. Okay, yep. We're gonna go this way. We are gonna be introduced to a new enemy on the run, but that is fine. I will introduce them myself later. Yeah, it's those guys. Remember that guy? One of them was talking to me before, but now they're enemies. So that's fun, isn't it? Alright, let's light this. And then, let's rest. Oh, doesn't that feel nice after everything that happened? Reset all those enemies. Now we have no one chasing after us for sure. More Knights of Gwyn. I suppose the pygmies were provided with, like, guardians, and that's what those, Gwyn Knight statues are representing. 4 prism stones. I wonder if, the reason why there's so many statues around in these areas is because, like, it's supposed to be the game's way of symbolizing the previous society. Like, these streets were once bustling with loads of people. There isn't really anyone here anymore now, but we still want to show the echoes of the past in some way, so we do it in the form of statues. And if that's the case, that's pretty cool. That guy took a lot of hits for my weapon, so I might want to try my twin blades on them next time. And next time will come sooner than later because I just realized that I have 100,000 souls. White preacher head. Okay. An empty-head of a white-faced locust. I thought that said a white fascist locust that rose from the abyssal swamp. They were meant to beckon men to the dark with sermons, but most of them are unable to think past their own stomachs. Someone must rise to the occasion and restore the path of righteousness. Perhaps that someone is you? Did you not arise from the abyss? And did you not resist drowning in the age of fire? Locusts and men are kindred spirits. I mean, I guess they're not that wrong, because I did kind of plunge the world into darkness in the base game, but still, you might have me a little confused with someone else. Alright, hello, boy, do I have souls for you! Vigor! Honestly, do I even need that much more vigor? To be honest, do I need much more vigor? Because I feel like with an Ember, I'm doing awesome. Let's put it in Endurance instead. Okay, I am close-ish to another level up. That's still a few thousand away, but still. About a few thousand, no, that's actually a lot more than a few thousand away. It's like at least 20,000 away, but, you know. Or at most 20,000 away. Whatever. Math. I took calculus in my last semester of college, and, I don't know how much information I'm going to retain from it, and that's unfortunate to say. I wish I could retain more information from classes because, you know, it's a little bit important, especially for the field that I'm studying in at the moment, but, you know, I'm sure it's okay if I forget the process once or twice. Good thing is, I've done the process enough, I probably could remember it given instructions. I assume that I'm not going to be randomly one day taken out of my normal life, held at gunpoint, and forced to solve a calculus problem in, like, 20 minutes. If I am, then I'm just going to tell the guy to shoot me because I will not remember the process. But if I'm given an opportunity to look up what the process is, I'll remember it pretty quick. That's how I am with math. 506. What are y'all guarding over here? Those babies aren't really that important to kill. I just felt like doing it for whatever reason. Okay, a dark gem. I haven't really used a dark infusion except for the battle axe that you get in the base game, but even then the battle axe is no longer that good at these points. Whoa, hey. That's a unique attack only this guy can do, and he always does it whenever he sees you. At least I think it's something only that guy can do. I don't remember any of the others doing it, so. Okay, you are not turtling, thank you. And now you. Oh god, this sword is so fun. I will never get enough of it. Oh, it's so fun. It is so fun. The heavy attacks are fun. The launching magic projectiles is fun. It's just, I love this weapon. I feel like now, from now on, whenever I play a Soulsborne game, I'm gonna have to build myself around the Moonlight Greatsword, because it's just so much fun. I mean, it depends on how strong Bloodborne's Moonlight Greatsword is.
One met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing? Is that who you're referring to? I believe these guys are referencing actual characters in the Dark Souls universe and, like, their experience with the dark, the dark soul, and perhaps why they choose to go for the Dark Soul as opposed to prolonging the Age of Fire. I think that's the idea.
One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so was embraced, enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
I'm not sure who that's talking about either.
One.
I thought I recognized some of them from lore that I heard, but I've since forgotten the details, so I can't exactly tell you who they're talking about. You might want to go to Vati Vidya for that. Yeah. Or you can always try to piece it together yourself, if you want. Pow! Get that Twinkling Titanite. Let's head over to the left. Let me build up my staff. My staff! That was really funny, actually. Not only did he body block me, but, like, they both together one-shot me. That was very funny. I'll take that death. That was a good one. So I think that my, whatchamacallit, my Twin Blades are overall more effective at taking out these locusts than the Twin Blades are. And yes, I'm finally calling them locusts this time. I was calling these guys butterflies in my main channel playthrough, and I have to say, what on freaking God's green earth was I thinking? What on Gwyn's gray earth was I thinking with that? It's like, seriously, they do not even look like butterflies. It's just... they're locusts! They have been repeatedly referred to as locusts. I don't know, man. Okay. I'm good. I'm okay. Everything's fine. So I want to say you can just start climbing this ladder, avoiding all these guys, dodge that guy, then start climbing the ladder, and you should not be attacked by any of the rest of them. I think they can cast their auras on the ladder. Yeah, they kind of can. That guy's aiming way too low, though, so I don't know what he's trying to do, but is not succeeding. I think I had one time where they did actually reach me and knock me off of the ladder, but that was not one of those times. Okay. Up over here, I would like to start with this, because this is probably the most annoying thing here. Upon dropping down here, I believe I am no longer able to homeward bone, which means that there is an invader over here. Perhaps I can try a little something. So, this is a Silver Knight, strangely. It is an NPC wearing the Silver Knight's armor set and using a hammer. So it is not a Silver Knight enemy, but it is still, like, some guy who's supposedly a Silver Knight at one point in his life. Where's the way down from here? This is not the way down from here. This is not the way down from here. Stop trying to go down there. I want to see if I can get this guy to fight enemies. So where's the way down? Because, like, fighting this guy one-on-one, not the most fun experience in the world. He's got that big hammer, and that thing can two-shot you if you're not careful. So I want to see if I can lead this guy down this way. Where the frick? Okay, here's drop-off. This is how you get down. Will he follow me? Oh, I don't think he is. Oh, man, you're no fun. He's not following me down. Well, we got Havel's Ring +3 here, so that's fine. We also got the Wolf Ring +3 earlier. The only other way to get a Wolf Ring outside of that is a Covenant reward with, I believe, the Watchdogs of Farron. So, because I'm not doing the Covenants in this playthrough, that's basically the only way I'm going to be getting the Wolf Ring. Okay, yep, that's what I mean. I think if you start climbing the ladder a bit hastily, they can damage you while on it, and that can eventually knock you off of it, but usually once you reach this height, you're safe. Alright, we'll get back to attacking the Silver Knight, because he doesn't want to frickin' follow me. Coward! What, you're afraid of some locusts? You're a Silver Knight. You can take them out. Alright, be careful. Okay, here he is. What is that floating box? Hey, buddy, can you take care of that real quick? No, wrong way, wrong way. It's here. It's here, buddy. It's here. It's here. Hey, hit this box for me. Hit this box. Nope, that's a pot. There you go. Good job. All right, let's see how this weapon does against you. It'll do a lot of damage, but since he's an NPC... That's what I mean. He can easily two-shot you with that hammer, and I hate it. I mean, I know the armor I'm wearing is not exactly helping against it, but I don't have very good vitality, so I can't wear heavy armor anyway. This is why this guy's really annoying. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this. I might want to ember up before I do that. Oh yeah, and by the way, the NPC invasions down here do not require you to be embered to encounter them for some reason. I don't know why. I guess this is like step 1 of their move towards no NPC invasions requiring using an ember to use, because that's what they did in Elden Ring. He suddenly learned how to aim higher. Okay, buddy, I'll give you that. You made some progress. Now die. Thank you. I don't know why sometimes you can only aim at the bottom of the ladder and sometimes you can hit your exact position, but it's just random. Thank you for breaking my spine, buddy. It's fine. My spine has been broken by many other enemies in this game. Yeah, it's things like this. It's little distractions like this that make me wonder if I'm actually going to be able to get through this video in, oh, right. You can't use embers once you've started being invaded for some fucking reason. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna swap this out for Ring of Favor, then. I'd very much like to. Ring of Favor +3, let's go. So I have more stamina and a bit more health. Sounds great to me. Let me take these back. Of course he's just gonna roll through that, why wouldn't he? If you get caught by even one of those attacks, and he most likely has hyper armor for it, he can easily just hit you with a second one and kill you. It's like Havel the Rock in the base game, which, did I defeat Havel the Rock in the base game? I don't think I did. I think I died to him and then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Fortunately, it seems... Okay. I was gonna say, fortunately, it seems like I found an exploit, but I don't think I did. I think I just got lucky. Okay. But yeah, it seems like if I attack him from a distance, he doesn't start up an attack. Yeah, I could just keep, like... There's a range where I can stand and hit him without him swinging. Oh, okay. We're good. This is working really well, and it doesn't seem like he has Estus either. Oh my god. Honestly, this is what he deserves. I don't consider this cheesing. That's what he deserves. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Thank you for your great hammer, Lido. I think this guy was probably exiled from the other Silver Knights because he's way shorter than them. That's probably how the Silver Knights worked, if I had to guess. Lido's hammer is by far the heaviest weapon against those wielded by the Knights of Anor Londo, which is funny because the guy who was wielding it was smaller than all of the Knights of Anor Londo. Lido, an eccentric who traveled across the outskirts, became close friends to the Giants and even Havel the Rock, and that makes perfect sense. This is the highest strength requirement weapon in the entirety of Dark Souls 3. It requires 60 strength. Just a little fun fact I remembered that I thought I would share because I don't have a lot of fun facts to share this time around. So I just thought I would share that one, you know? You get me? You feel me? I could start a Markiplier like tirade of like, you hearing me? You feeling me? You hearing me? Just like repeatedly asking that, but I won't. Instead, let's go out into probably my least favorite area of the Ringed City as a whole. Not only does it go back to looking very boring and gray and muddy, I get this is the place where the Dark Soul resides, and the Dark Soul is not going to look pretty exactly. But still, this is not my favorite area of the place. I think the other places look a lot cooler. And these locust enemies get really tiresome after the third one you fight. I shall partake. I shall also partake. I get to partake too, them's the rules. Didn't you say, like, fear not the dark, my friend, let the feast begin to me earlier? Or at least one of you did. Make it make sense, guys. Why is the feast feasting on me? I'm with you, I guess. I mean, I did, like I said, I did snuff out the Age of Fire in the base game, so I am technically with them. This giant... There's an item next to him. I think I'm going to avoid him for now. We're going to sneak around the edges of the place before I go out and attack him. He's quite difficult to fight, from what I remember. So maybe with my weapons, I'll do a much better job. If I'm not mistaken, so far I've only died twice in this place, which is awesome, actually. Like, I usually do much worse. They sound so stupid when you kill them, I love it. These freaking weird human locust things, abominations. Alright, how do my twin blades do against you? They do alright. It's not that great. I'd rather just use this. Oh, eat it. Oh, fucking eat it. Fucking eat it. Anything on this building? No siree. Oh, the giant sees me. Locked into the giant's field of vision. Now he's gonna summon phantoms. Fortunately, if I stay behind buildings, the phantoms should not reach me. Although there is one type of phantom those guys can summon we haven't seen yet. There's like a magic guy that can summon a shockwave along the ground. That might be able to reach me because I think that goes through walls. I think we're far enough away though that nothing from them should reach me. Oh. Whoa, there's lots. Okay, no, that guy can reach me. That was a summoned phantom. Fortunately, you just have to move away from them and that's it. They're very easy to avoid. You guys are taking a lot more damage from my weapons now. What is this? Suddenly I'm doing much less damage. I don't get it. Oh, I guess I'm just not close enough. That makes sense. Because I think this damage is like... That attack is like a stab and an aura of magic, and I suppose I need to land both of those. You're floating in the air. You okay? Well, not anymore. Are you okay? I say as I stab him in the fucking cheek. That's a white birch bow. I think that's what the giant shooting stuff in Undead Settlement. There we go. The giant with the bow that shoots stuff. I think that's his bow. Also, I swear I heard that the giant can actually shoot all the way to here. Which, if true, is freaking impressive, but I don't think it's gonna happen because the giant's dead, is he not? Like, the giant dies partway through the base game. In fact, I don't think I've actually showed that in this playthrough, but that does happen. It even drops a ring, so at some point I should go back and get it. Or did I get that already? Ornstein. No, I don't think I have that. Okay, yeah, it's one of these rings, so I'll definitely have to remember to go back and get that from him. I did just kind of spoil that he dies, but it's Dark Souls. Fucking everyone dies in this game. They really shouldn't be that much of a spoiler. Alright. I think if you don't kill these guys before entering this room, all of them will aggro once you go inside there, so I'm just gonna take care of them right away. Because what's inside there is their most prized possession, and they do not want you taking it. Which, you know, fair enough, but also, finders keepers. That's my excuse. Church Guardian Shiv. So this is a bit of a special throwable. It does not have a quantity. You just have unlimited of these, and if you use it, you throw illusory blades that seek foes. Damage scales with dexterity and strength. And it's wielded by Guardians of the Church of Filianor. And it also consumes FP, so that's what you're actually using to throw them. I want to say there's some items in this game that, like, are limited in quantity and also consume FP at the same time. Or maybe that's Elden Ring. Maybe I'm getting them confused, but yeah. Those items just sound so freaking useless, like... or, they're not useless, but it's like, they cost so much just for, like, throwing a little thing. Alright, I think I'm gonna Ember for this guy because this is the Dragon Slayer armor returning in the DLC as a little mini-boss. I don't think he's quite the same. I don't think he has the phase 2. He definitely doesn't have those large pilgrim butterfly things helping him. Okay. But he is very dangerous and deals a lot of damage, and I think he is overall buffed in this DLC from his base game encounter. Whoop. Okay. Okay, swung that a little later than I thought he would, and I did not expect that follow-up, but I still survived. Wah, camera. Okay, good thing it was the shield. I was about to say, like, come on, man. Give me some time to heal. Whoa, how did I just kind of stood under that and it worked. Okay, his shield's big. Big and strong. Fail from a distance. He doesn't have very many ranged attacks or any gap closers, so that's a good idea. If you want to heal against this guy, run away. I think that tends to work the best. Yeah, look at how slow he is. And then he only starts running at me as I'm healing. Doofus. Should have done it earlier. Whoa, 600 damage. I love how much damage I'm doing in this late game. Compared to what I was doing in the early game, like 14, or like, no, not 14. I was doing like 40 damage to the knights in the first area. Now I'm doing like 600. It's so cool. I'm doing almost 300 with a light attack. It's sweet, man. I'm so glad I'm actually on a good build in this playthrough, unlike my main channel playthrough. It's been so fun. It's made the progression so much better. Alright, now that he's dead, I'm probably going to, go back to Firelink Shrine, spend the... Oh my god, I have almost 200,000 souls. I'm gonna spend these souls to level up. And there's something else I think I wanted to do at Firelink Shrine before I came back here. I can't remember what it is at the moment, but it's something. Just trust me on this. It's something. I wanted to do something. And maybe I'll remember as I go, but maybe I won't. I have noticed how little I've interacted with all the other merchants in Firelink Shrine since the base game. You just don't really need them for the DLCs, which is a bit of a shame, but it's just what it is. It's how it is. Rightio, the Homeward Bones are in my freaking hotbar. What am I doing? Let's go back. Yippee! I should re-equip the Divine Blessing to you. Hiya! Alright. Let me level myself up. Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep going with 35 Vigor until the end of the game. I don't think I need 40. With the skills that I've attained, 40 would be a little... Sorry, my throat is full of hiccups and I don't get it. 40 would be a little overkill. Yeah, intelligence. That would be good. I shallst very much discoverest my peace. What do I want to do? Was it something weapon related? I can't remember, because there's nothing I can upgrade him. Right. It wasn't in the shrine. I wanted to briefly visit Undead Settlement and climb up to the Giant's Tower. We're gonna do that. Which one takes me the closest to there? Honestly, the Road of Sacrifices bonfire takes me the closest to there, which is very funny. We're gonna take a little visit to the base game for a brief while. For a brief while? Hang on. I don't know if I meant to say it like that, but oh wow, look at how terrible that ground looked for a second. Alright, back up the tower we go. Remember this place? How nostalgic. This was forever ago. Honestly, it was at this point. This was like months and months ago. This was, I think I want to say I started recording this playthrough very shortly after my last semester of classes ended, and now my next semester of classes is right about to begin, so it took me all summer to get through this game on this channel. But that's fine. Though it didn't take me nearly as long to get through my main channel playthrough back when I was doing that. I like that sound a lot. I think I like it overall more than Bloodborne's sound. Bloodborne has that super loud, like, harder stinger sounding thing. The and it's a little over the top, if you ask me, but whatever. I still really want to play Bloodborne. I've been having aspirations of, like, maybe I'll buy a PS4 specifically to play it. Or maybe even a PS5. You never know, the price of those may have gone down. Yeah, so partway through the game, the giant dies. I don't know when exactly this happens. It's probably when you defeat the 3 Lords of Cinder, and then he drops the Hawk Ring. It's a shame. The giant was so helpful. He had, like, 1 line of dialogue, but he was awesome. Associated with Hawkeye Gao, which I believe is this giant is a descendant of that person. You could meet this guy in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC of Dark Souls 1. The giant Gao was, was blinded, but this did not prevent him from striking down a calamitous dragon with his great bow. A dragon you were able to fight in that game. And from the sounds of things, we're gonna be fighting another dragon pretty soon. Look forward to that. I'm very much looking forward to dying 7,000 times when I swear it's gone better before. While I'm here, I believe there is also something else around these parts that I can acquire that I forgot about, and that is back this way. Ever since we've completed Irina's quest, bought all of her miracles, yeah. Her guardian, Aegon, is now, you guessed it, dead, and you can get his stuff. Whatever. Fucking let's move on. It's predictable. I thought today was not going to be very hot, but it was. It's so hot to the point that my freaking cup of water I brought in to drink is dripping all over the place from condensation. That's fun. Gotta love that. Okay, so I think we have scoured the left side of this whole swamp area. There's still plenty to see in the right side, though, so yeah. We'll be done with this part before you know it. It's not super long. I have to assure myself of that as well. Hi there, can the camera stop freaking out on me. I would appreciate that. You want to take this? You want to go? You want to take this? I don't know. What am I doing? Let's just go. Boom! Right up the ass. That must have hurt. Sorry, buddy. I'm also not sorry. You are very annoying. All right, let's go up this. Okay, hi. Watch my stamina. Always make sure I have enough left to dodge. Pow, pow, pow. I did not make sure I had enough stamina left to dodge there, but I doubted he would be able to get an attack off in time. He's not a boss. Okay, I guess we'll start with you. Why not? So, who's first? Those are the archers, so we're gonna have to just run in a straight line away from those. Kind of dodge roll through the last few, and then get hit anyway because they're still here for some reason. Okay, now he's attacking. Oh. No, not one of you. Oh my god, I'm out of here. When one of the locusts shows up in that battle, I'm done. I'm just completely done. I think the worst thing the giant can do is summon the archers, because, like, those are probably the most dangerous ones. Okay, this is a wizard guy. Launches that. That's what I was talking about before. So shall I! We're trying to have a rap battle or something here. I shall partake. But that's the only line he can think of. Alright, Giant, we get it, You have friends. You're a social butterfly. You go to parties every weekend. We get it. He summoned another set of archers. I think I can just... Yeah, I can just move like that. Okay, summon a bunch of those guys. Those do home in, so I want to be careful of that. Whoa. Okay, cool. So now that he is stunned a little bit, let's use this opportunity, get some damage in. He swipes hard. Oh my god, his attacks are so weird. All right, he's summoning more. I can get a stabby. Oh, it's the melee guys. Good. It gives me plenty of time to finish you off! Ha ha ha! That should give me Estus. Come on, give it to me! Yeah, 2 Estus flasks from that! Sweet, as well as the hidden blessing. Not that I need the hidden blessing, but I'll definitely take it. Alright, here's Weary Warrior. Here's stuff over here, and this is a collapsed building with tons of ringed knights on it. I remember in my previous playthroughs, I just saw this and I said, nope, and I never fought any of them. But, since then, I've gotten much better at fighting ringed knights, so I think I can take them on this time. I'm gonna do it. For some reason, they can sometimes say that last line really sped up, and I don't know why. I shall protect. I shall protect. I don't get it. Oh yeah, and also that, like, poop attack that that one was trying to do. If that hits you, you are slowed down for a good while. Some of them are inside of the water, and if you get close enough to them, they will emerge from it and start attacking you. So just watch out for their heads peering at you from the water. It's a little creepy and weird, but I kind of like it. Alright. Yeah, no. Do not grabbing me. No grabbing. No grabbing in the halls. Unlimited time detention for you. Oh yeah, Baldi's Basics Plus got an update. I gotta play that at some point. Alright, can I Soul Spear you from a distance? Oh no, did I just... Okay, good, I didn't really attract that guy. Good. Fighting this guy on my own. Okay, this guy has a spear, but I don't think they're that bad, from what I remember. They do tend to guard more often, as spear users do. After all, that is the advantage of using a spear, is that you can guard better with it. Or you can attack while guarding. So why would the enemies not take advantage of it? But that guy barely took advantage of it, so maybe not. Yeah, the ranged knights, they're a little cocky. They don't really put much faith into their shields. They're just like, you know what? I'll just tank it. I'll most likely have this Ashen one killed just in time, and then they don't. Because they're idiots. The only thing they've got is their sword skills. Or is their ability to just swing around rapidly? The only thing they have is stamina. Everything else just sucks. Every single other one of their capabilities just sucks. That is what I decree. Hello there. Can I attract you and not the guy above? Interesting. Okay. I can take on one at a time for sure. Two at a time, I'm gonna count on that spear guy hanging back. While I take care of his friend. Please do the stab. And follow up? No. Okay, I think they only follow up if you... Whoa, no. I think they only follow up if you start an attack. Word, I'm walking into another one. Whoa! I forgot they could do that! Come on, this guy's like one little tick of health left. Okay, lunge forward. Thank you. Now it's just one of them. This will be much easier. I love just hyper-armoring through them. It's not always the best decision. Whoa, okay. But it's the decision that I choose in that moment. So they're still hitting me with their upgrade attacks. Their upgrade attacks are still a little ridiculous, but I enjoy fighting these guys much more than I did before. I will definitely say that. Yes, got a backstab. Awesome. Give me your chunks of flesh. And they even refilled Anestus. This has been going so well. I've been really enjoying this. I'm so glad I chose to play this game today. I was considering not, especially after how awfully I botched the commentary in that newsreel video. Maybe I just need to, like, record a video, get my awful speech out there first, and then it improves a lot in a subsequent video that I record. That seems to be how it works. Okay. It's a little tight. Okay. God damn it! After all that, I just fall off the edge. After all of that. I knew it was there, but I didn't think it was that close. That's fine. We'll just fight them again. But it does mean the giant's back now. Oh god, the giant's back. And you know, I don't have to fight all of them again. I've proved myself against those first few, and I would have beaten that last guy if it wasn't for me falling off the edge like an idiot. Yeah, the giant is back. I wish the giants were permanent kill enemies, honestly. I mean, they're not that hard to deal with, but also they kind of are, especially in accordance with a bunch of other enemies. So, yeah, I do wish they were permanent kills. Fortunately not. I do not have control over what the designers chose to do. Alright, let's go to the back end. So we've beaten you two. There's another guy over here. I've already beaten him, but we'll fight him again. And then I think the guy I didn't beat was over there. So we'll just fight him, and then we'll move on. I don't feel it's necessary to wipe out every single one of them that's here. Not unless I was doing, like, a challenge video. Like, can I beat every enemy in Dark Souls 3, like, in one go? Without dying? Because that is something I was thinking of doing. Like, I want to see if it's possible to have every enemy in Dark Souls 3 be dead at the same time. I have heard that Dark Souls 1 will respawn enemies. Okay. I hate having a Locust here. Their attacks aren't bad, but they aren't helping much, you know? Okay, that attack's pretty bad. That attack is 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 pretty bad. And there's even a small one. Oh my god. I think this guy must have, like, chased me all the way here or something. Okay, killed the ring tonight. Awesome. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Sweet Caroline. That was awesome. I love killing multiple enemies at once with one swing. It is the most fun thing in this game. Like, there's nothing more fun in Dark Souls than killing multiple enemies with one huge horizontal swing. It feels so incredible. Alright. Well, that could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. There's nothing back here. We have to climb up the building instead. Almost forgot about that. I don't know, was it? No, I defeated the sword guy. The spear guy was left. Oh god, they heard me. Oh no, they heard me. Is there a guy back here? I guess there isn't. Well, I don't know. Which one did I not kill? Oh, well, in other news, we found the dragon. Once you reach this point, the dragon swoops in overhead and stalks you from a distance. Don't worry, dragon. I'm not going to attack you just yet. I said don't worry. I'm not going to attack you just yet. Take a chill pill, dragon. Okay. You get it. I'm able to kill them. I don't have to kill them. I don't have to. Especially if I'm gonna plan to go all the way to the end in this video. I definitely don't have to kill them. Okay, there's more items down there. The one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this town in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could get the mask pack before my time here is up. Alright, so that'll open a shortcut to the bonfire, so now we can go all the way to this side of the swamp very easily. And that's very nice. There's also something else hidden in that room that we're going to check out in a little bit. For now, though, there are items down here. I don't think there's a way to climb back up, so we will have to go all the way through the bonfire room, but that is fine with me. Let's take the preacher's right arm to go along with our head. That guy's spawning dudes, Titanite chunk, no new items out there. This place is, like, this corner of the map is so incredibly boring looking, I have to be honest. Like, it's like there's no lighting at all. It's just gray. It's just gray, bland nothingness. That's all I'm seeing over here. While I'm at the bonfire, I may as well go turn in these few souls, level up a bit. So let's head back to Firelink real quick. I love to level up at the bonfire, but they did not let you do that again until Elden Ring. I'm wondering why they didn't add that sooner. I guess it was just to, like, to create a character you would become attached to by the sheer fact that she enables you to level up. And then maybe that's, like, an important part of the story that they're trying to tell, involving the player anyway. I don't know. I'm sure they have a reason for it. Maybe it was just the easiest. After all, Dark Souls 3 had a really short development time, didn't it? And you can tell, frankly. Okay, so in the next room, I guess we may as well start with this secret before we continue, because it's right here. In this next room, there's a hidden message on the wall here that I did not know existed for a long time. Show your humanity. What does that mean? Well, the very, very obvious, very easy to discover solution is to go down here, kill this guy for the umpteenth time because he's gonna be in the way if we don't. Then, you want to find and use a young white branch, and you can pick up more over in the corner by the Dragon Slayer armor guy. At first, you'll transform into just normal prop, but if you use it multiple times, you will eventually transform into this. I wonder how this works, if this is like a special effect just for this area, or if somewhere out of bounds there's one of these specter things floating, and the young white branch is able to pick it up and choose it as a prop. That'd be kind of cool. I want to know how the young white branches work. I want to know how they actually choose the things you can transform into. Well, anyway, this is a specter of humanity. You could see these in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC of Dark Souls 1. This is the only other time they appeared, as far as I'm aware. They're basically like an evolved form of the humanity items in that game. And this is, you know, the dark aura within humans, out in full force. And you have to show this random engraving on the wall, this form, in order to unlock a secret here. Bam! Now if we get out of this, we can climb this ladder into a new area. It's just a little corner that has, I believe, a couple of enemies in it, but yeah. I think it also has an item and another accessible thing. Maybe? I'm not really sure. Either way, very obscure secret, I have to say. It's definitely supposed to be like a community effort finding that one. The dragon is going crazy. Midir over there is going crazy. Just because I'm climbing up a ladder and he's going like, you in there, I can sense you. Alright. So I want to drop down here. There are 2 ringed knights in this area, and I want to stay back here for one of them. Yes, okay. This one should hopefully see me. I can even, I can shoot one of these at him if he doesn't. And then, okay, I can just fight him over here in this corner, away from the other one, because if I go too far in, something activates. And I'd rather fight this guy without that. I probably could have got a critical hit if I got closer. Oh, well. Okay, regain some stamina. Boom! Okay, perfect. So then there's a guy with a spear, I think, patrolling around the other big pillar that's here. And if you go far enough in here, I believe, at some point, indeed, there is another giant here that will start summoning phantoms. And those phantoms will be attacking you at the same time as the ringed knight. And that's why I wanted to take out one of them. There's also the spear guy was actually heading my direction just then, and I didn't really notice it. Hopefully I can get this guy killed before then. Where are the phantoms being summoned? Where are the phantoms being summoned? I think they're being summoned on the other side of him. Oh no, that's the ringed knight. No, they're being summoned on the other side of me. That's an archer. Run! Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, the ring tonight. Somewhat lagging behind. Kill you. Thank you. Okay. I want this guy dead as soon as possible so I can fight the ring tonight in peace. Another divine blessing from you. Cool. Now we go. I think if I kept attacking, I could get rid of his shield. Just he could start up an attack as well. I actually staggered him out of that. He's got, like, better poise with that effect on, and yet I still somehow staggered him. I guess the poise is different from the stagger mechanic in this game. I do not know how poise in this game works on the enemy side. I'd really like to know. If Illusory Wall is at all interested in making another Dark Souls 3 Dissected, I would very much like to know how poise works in this game. Because it works differently in every Souls game, from what I understand. It's like the one mechanic that they keep changing every game, as opposed to all the others that remain exactly the same, no matter how antiquated they are. Hello there. How? Alright. That is that. Let's go down here instead. Whoa, okay. You know, I wonder if the Dark Souls games are largely inspired... Oh, right, there's actually a whole other region of the Ring City area back here that we didn't go to. We never crossed that bridge, did we? We also never got that item. I can't remember what all you can access over here that you can't access from any other place. I guess we'll climb down this ladder. Anyway, I wonder if the Souls games were partly inspired by Shadow of the Colossus, because I started watching a playthrough of that yesterday, and the way that game presents its story is actually pretty similar to the Souls games, not gonna lie. It's got very, very, like, flowery language in its narration, and it has a lot of very slow-moving cutscenes. And a lot of stuff is left vague. A lot of history is left vague. However, I think that might be one of the games that actually, like, does tell you more about what's going on, unlike the Souls games. So this is the Purging Monument. It works the same as the Velka, the Goddess of Sin, except it has one extra option we can't see yet. Anyway, it works the same as that from the base game, but this is what that guy, Amnesiac Lap is his full name, was looking for. So we have to find him somewhere around here. He is, discoverable somewhere around these parts, and we'll have to find him and tell him where it is. Alright, hello, I can plunge attack the living daylights out of you! Ha ha ha! And bam, 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 bam. Beautiful. Shall take that. I am at full Estus. My goodness, okay. There's another one of those curse guys there. I think there's a little alleyway down below I haven't been to. Oh god, there's another curse guy somewhere here. Where is this guy? Oh, you're there. Why are you there? Oh god, you still exist. Okay, the other ring tonight, I don't think I have to fight him. And honestly, I won't. I'll just leave him alive. Then we'll go this way. And in this room is an item, and indeed, Amnesiac Lab. Yeah, I almost forgot to explore this section. I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, and here we are again. How goes things? I'm rather running in circles, I'm afraid. I can't find the Purging Monument. and I've searched high and low. What if it was never here in the first place? Oh, bloody hell. What do I know?
I've got good news for you.
Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all.
I'm sure you wouldn't lie to me either, right?
Ah, thank you. Most sincerely. I swear upon my birth name.
Whatever it was.
No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always.
We'll see about that, but it's most likely going to be a yes. Alright, out here, turn the corner. Nothing there, cool. I like the sound these flowers make when you walk through them. Item here. You can just drop down and get it. I took off the silver cat ring at some point, and I feel very, 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 very vulnerable without it. Okay, we got a ring tonight. We got more of those curse guys. Do the follow-up, thank you, and... Oh, come on! That was gonna be so cool! And then you guys had to ruin it! Oh my god, I'm just gonna go back. I'm just gonna run this way. Gonna drink this. Whoa! That's not what I meant, but okay. That works, I guess. I guess it works. We can just climb up that ledge and cross the bridge there, right? That bridge is accessible? I hope so. I want to go back up there. I want to get my revenge on those guys. I have a score to settle now, and I'm not going to rest until I settle it. So, if I do choose to go all the way to the end in this video, and I'm really feeling like I will, this video might be super long, like 3 hours. Hopefully that's not a huge bother to you. Though the videos on this channel have certainly been longer, or have certainly been around that length. You know, it's still not something I do very often. Fine, I'll fucking kill you, Jesus Christ! He's like, yo, give me attention, give me! I'm down here still. How are you alive? Thank you. But yeah, this video might very well be 3 hours, depending on things. I kind of want this to be the last one because I want the series to end on an even number. And also, you know, once we're done with the first boss I'm expecting to fight, we won't really have a lot of time left for other stuff, so... Oh, okay, so this indeed just connects over. Cool. I gotta put that fucking ring on. 1 second. Silver cat ring, come here. We also got the covetous gold serpent ring. Cool, whatever. We have that now. Neat. Oh, it feels so nice to have all of these rings together. Very cool. Where's the freaking cat ring? It's right here. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am very much an idiot. Alright, we're going to start with... your demise. Your... funeral. Are those the only guys down here? I think there's a curse guy clinging onto the wall there, but hopefully they should not interrupt us while I fight this guy. Yes! Yeah, that little wind up after the shield animation is a perfect time to get in one of those stab attacks. One more. Yes! Get a critical hit. Boom! 10! 1,000 damage! 1,000 damage against my former most hated enemy in the game. Oh man, that feels amazing. You over there, you're annoying. Get down here and fight me. Fight me. Fight me like a dingus. You dingus. That's all I had to say. So yeah, over here, this is just, whoa. It's only doing 434. My light attacks from this weapon are doing more than that. That's sad, honestly. But yeah, this alleyway just connects back out to the main road. It is an option you can take, so I may as well show it real quick. Whoa! So yeah, there's the main road. It's very cool. We've seen it before. Let's head back to the bonfire and start heading the proper direction towards progress. Very excited for that. Sunder stone plate ring. I like mixing up the first letters of words like that. I don't know why. It's just something I find really fun to do. I need 68,000 souls. I do not have 68,000 souls, so... We will progress until we have 68,000 souls, and there will probably be another bonfire before then, knowing this game. Alright, I want to say that there's... Yeah, okay, we get it. You're a cool dragon. Awesome. I want to say there is more down here. Yeah, there's a ring tonight and all. There's a ring tonight and everything down here. That was the biggest failure of a plunge attack I've ever done. So was that, honestly. Okay, there's that. I don't really want to fight you down here. It's dangerous. Okay, well, you know. It worked out, though. I love that. He even gave me Estus. Why did I get Estus for that? Alright, this game could be so funny sometimes. Alright, let's get back up. That's why I love Souls games, man. The challenge feels so rewarding to get through, and then you have just funny shit like that happens. It's the best. These games are really, 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 really freaking good. I would not call them, like, the best ever made or anything, but, there's plenty of games that I enjoy a lot more, but I still love these games with a passion, just for moments like that. Should I put on the witch set? I think I may have had my fill of this. Maybe you guys have too. Still though, I'm in the middle of running from a dragon, so I think I'm gonna wait until I do that at least first. Okay, I think there's a ledge you can drop down this direction somewhere. Maybe not yet. Okay, it's further along. Here it is. Rubbish. Lightning gem. Two Titanite scales. I don't need any of these. My weapons are all at full upgrades. I mean, I do still have to upgrade the staff, but that just needs a Titanite slab. It doesn't need a scale. Okay, so I think when Midir flies off that direction, it takes him longer to come back around. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is the end destination. Does this fire actually hurt you like the... Okay, okay. Like the Lothric Dragon? Whoa! Wait, that was a part of the hitbox? Really? That did not seem like a part of the hitbox. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing that again. I guess Midir wasn't a fan of this outfit. I will change it after all. To one of the coolest outfits in the entire game. The Black Witch set. Oh man, this looks cool. I love this set. I love this armor set so much. I want to say this character's from Dark Souls 2? Zuli the Witch is what their name is. They're also a YouTuber, but, you know, not the same character, obviously. I tended to seduce Alpha the Wayfarer, but eventually became as close as sport, spending her entire life with him. The point as a symbol of heretical magical crafts, Zuli was her unspoken deep sense of pride. Yeah, I want to say this set originated in Dark Souls 2. Not sure about that, though. Not certain about it. Alright, we... wait. Okay, fair enough. I do not know how I lived through that, but I am very thankful for it. Okay, I will be more careful this time. I just want to see what that item is, man. Okay, I don't think the fire hurts you. The fire does hurt you. Today I learned. It lagged. He's probably on the way back. It lagged. He's on the way back. It lagged. He's on the way back. Okay. Okay. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're chilling. Oh, you're alive. Right. You did not get flamed because we're safe down here. How nice of Midir not to spray everything. I think we can make it. Okay. Give me my lost souls back. Just like the enemy from Doom. Okay, you are not going to follow me in here. Sweet. I will take that. Now, I think I want to go up first. I can't remember where we want to go here. There's a crystal lizard up ahead, and that's me. Oh, all this rubble. Good thing it disappeared. Unfortunately, I don't know if there are... Oh, okay, there absolutely are enemies here that I can use. The Seed of a Giant Tree are on. I mean, yes. But anyway, yeah, the Moaning Knight, our final NPC invader here. I'm going to, real quick, use this. They can only last for 30 seconds, so I'd like to get them to meet sooner than... Where are you going? Where does he... This way! Hey, look at this skeleton. Don't you want to fight? Don't you want to fight the skeleton? Doesn't the skeleton want to fight you, honestly? I guess it's not working. Never mind then, I guess. We'll just take you out. This guy looks a lot like Aegon. In fact, oh my god, it is Aegon, isn't it? Just like Alva, he doesn't have a name anymore. Why does the Silver Knight have a name, but these guys don't? Yeah, this is Aegon. That's somewhat topical. We just saw his dead body in the base game earlier this video. I did not make that connection until now, but that makes sense. I think, Aegon's, like, hammer was, called, like, Morn's Great Hammer, and it talks about some guy who moaned. Or at least the shield did. And yeah, that's gotta be the same person. I didn't make that connection until just now in this playthrough, so if that's something that, like, everyone knew for the entire length of this game's existence, then, I am very sorry for being slow. Either way, I could not show the seed of a giant tree, but I do recommend you, check out that moment in my main channel playthrough where I used it on, the Seeker of the Spurned. Oh, that was so funny. And he had a little duel with the Ringed Knight. Okay. Backwards is just a pile of rubble. Probably can't go any further. Man, I'm used to Elden Ring where you have to keep, like, beating these guys down afterwards. But in this game, you do not. So it is just fine. Just mimicking the footsteps. Hiya! Okay, defense much. Look at these bones. There's so many of them, they've just, like, melted into a liquid. At least that's what the game's visuals would imply. Okay, I don't think this is the same place where the crystal lizard disappeared. No, it is not. Okay. I think you can go over this, though. And if you do, head over to this room. Hi. Where have I seen that pose before? Okay, game, way to spoil, god damn it.
You've come. Now I know exactly who I was. And for that, I've a little thanks to be giving. Go this way and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. It'll change your life. I've much to thank you for, so I'll say it again and again. Go this way and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. What? Don't you believe me?
Yeah, I believe you. Haha.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
You know, you could be a really good ventriloquist. You should probably pick that up as a hobby instead of kicking people off cliffs just for fun. But I guess you do you do whatever you want, so yeah, lapis patches. Honestly, it's really funny. It's a really cool reveal, and I am so glad that on my very first playthrough of the game, I did not have that spoiled. I did look up the questline on how to actually find a purging monument and all for Lap, but I was not spoiled on the fact that Lap was patches, and so that was a very cool surprise to have in that moment. I really liked that. Really liked that experience. I rated a 7 out of 20. Because I did get, you know, betrayed by a friend in these trying times. So yeah, that guy will show up even if you have killed unbreakable patches in the base game. Is this a mimic? It is a mimic, I remember correctly. It's impossible to see the chain, so you just always have to attack the chest before opening it. It's what you should always do. This is our first Mimic in a while. There haven't been any others in the DLC so far. Ring of the Evil Eye, +3. You know, I might try to put that on. That could be good. I'll take this off for a while. Even though it is boosting my attack power, I think I should go without it for a little while at least. Good thing all the rings you get at this stage of the game are all just like upgrades on previous rings, so we basically have every ring we're ever gonna get. Oh yeah, what does the Hawkeye ring actually do? I think it just increases bow strength, right? Yeah, range of bows. Who cares? All 3 Dark Souls bow users in the comments are crying right now, but like, I'm sorry, but I love using bows in so many games. Legend of Zelda, bows are awesome. Minecraft, bows are awesome. Terraria, bows are awesome. But for some reason, in Dark Souls and Elden Ring, they're just like the most boring weapon. They're the most boring weapon type of them all, in my opinion. I'm doing more damage with my light attacks than I am with my special stab. Let me verify if that's actually true. Yes, indeed. So they're either heavily resistant to magic, or I'm just not hitting them with both attacks. With both of the hits, with both the stab and the magic aura, like I was saying before. Alright, so now with that, I think we've explored everything in this room, aside from the crystal lizard, though that will require us to reload the whole area. There's a bonfire here at the top, and I suppose I can go turn in these your souls to Firelink Shrine, then I can go for the crystal lizard, then I can progress. How's that sound? We are at 1 hour 37. Okay. I expect to be done at most before 3 hours, before the 3 hour mark. If the bosses go well, which they might not. Yeah. Let's get endurance. I feel like my stamina's always been lagging behind all playthrough. What's my stamina bar look like right now? Alright, that's pretty decent. Back to the shared grave we go. Who am I sharing this grave with? The many other these fucking hiccups, man. And all the other undead, I guess. It's weird, because these hiccups only appear when I'm recording. Like, I never have issues with hiccups outside of recording. And I think it's just because... I'm talking for a really long time. So, like, and my throat just does weird things when I do, because my throat's not used to me talking for a long time. And I think that's the issue. There we go. Now you can get it to fall down here, and bam! Still not dead, come on! Again, if the health bar drops that low, just finish it off for me. Thanks. Add that to Dark Souls 4, or Bloodborne 2. Oh, right, there's actually items to get way back down there. I have to find my way back down there, then. That's fine, I can do that. It'll only take me 5 years, but I can do that. I think I want to keep going up this way, then there will be another hole to drop in, and then I go backwards from that hole, and I get the thing, and then I go back. Assuming that I can climb over this rubble from this side. Oh, the way I fell down there, I might not be able to... Oh, I can! Yay! Just the way that my fall animation was so jaggedy. Oh, well, I have to... Never mind, I guess. I have to find the way, the path up through that one room anyway. This place is confusing to navigate. Oh my god. Dude, I mean, it's very confusing to navigate. Well, I guess I can just do this. Wait, was it right up there? I was hearing the bonfire. Was it just right up the hill? I sure hope it wasn't. I sure hope that was worth doing. It's fine, doesn't matter. It's not a huge waste of resources. Let's keep going. This part, pretty tough. It is a little battle with Midir. I don't think you have to kill him here, but, you know, it's what Shira wants, so we're gonna do it. Oh! Okay, bad idea. So I want to wait back here. I want to be patient. Then I want to say he'll start doing other attacks, or he'll give me some room to run over. Okay, then I'm waiting for a specific attack. When you're hiding here, he'll start lifting his head like that, which shows he's about to flame that space. Now, there is somewhere, I want to say it's here, you can stand on that platform, like right nearby him, and be completely safe from all of his attacks. Aside from one, I'm pretty sure. There's one attack that can still get you. But most of them will pass right by you, I think. Yeah, I'm safe from the flame attack, the swipe missed me, and he only has like a few attacks in this area. Oh god, I can see his insides. Or rather, the lack thereof. Okay, how much damage am I doing to him with this? A decent amount. It's not super good. You know, as much as I've been saying how I don't need Titanite scales, there is another weapon I might want to level up for this place. For what I'm about to do next. We'll have to see though. Okay, that laser attack should also pass me by. Indeed. And keep hitting his paws, his little pity paws. I know, they're big hands with claws. They're not little paws. Still, though, they could be. You never know. Dragons aren't real. We can't confirm this. I love all those people that obsess over, like, what's a dragon, what's a drake, what's a worm. And it's like, they're all fictional. Can we just stop obsessing over this? I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I really don't. I mean, I'm obsessive over what to call things in various other contexts. I guess it's just really, I don't care about what dragons and various offshoots of dragons are called. I just call them all dragons. Okay. At some point when this guy reaches low health, he'll start a rampage, and I think the rampage is the one attack that can hit you on this spot. So for the rampage, I'm going to begin... Okay, I'm gonna start moving this direction, because like staying under him like this is also pretty safe. He will precede the rampage attack with a big roar. And when that happens... Okay, yeah, I got hit there. That's fine. Oh no, oh no, oh, not when I'm damaged, man. Ah, that killed me. Damn it. It kind of sucks to die to this battle, because it's not that interesting of a battle, IMO. I don't really like it. He starts with 2 swipes, and then he starts, like, breathing fire all over the damn place, so my goal when he starts the rampage is to, dodge twice, then run to the beginning area to hide from the fire. Because, again, I think the fire can reach me in the safe spot. It's not a 100% safe spot. Can you stop? Yeah, actually, this ended up being the hardest part of this in my most recent playthrough of the game. I agree, you are very annoying. Or rather, this situation is very annoying. That's a little more accurate to say. Perfect. Stand on the safe spot, and nothing shall hit me. And the fire doesn't linger either, which is great. Love that about it. Let me see if this will do more damage. That was my bad. I attacked in the wrong direction. For some reason, I just hit the attack button. I was thinking I was facing the right way. I was not. Okay. Well, we might spend a little while on this. That's fine. It's okay. It's not a super big deal. How's my strength? It's 18. Okay. I do have a ring that boosts strength, which might be what I want to do for something coming up. I believe this guy is weak to the Black Knight's sword, which is a great sword weapon that requires 20 strength to wield. I have 18 strength. I forgot you can do that. Fair enough. Tunk through it? I don't know. What's the... Tanked. It's just fucking tanked. I didn't realize he was doing that move. My bad. Okay. Do it again. Do it again. Do the move again. That's not the right move. He has to lift his head over the rock. There we go. I'm holding a torch for some reason. I don't know why. How much damage is this doing? That's doing a lot? Okay, I might just use this weapon then. Yeah, especially if I can get multiple hits. Could also boost dexterity. The fall damage ring is not going to help me here, so while he's doing this, I'll switch it out for dexterity. Sweet! 420, blaze it! Alright. Whoa. Smackadoo. Smackadee, smackadoo. Drag of goo. I guess. He's dragging so much goo. I mean, he is dragon. Ha 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 ha. This is what my commentary turns into when I'm forced to fight this guy for this long. Okay, dodged in place a little bit there, and it seems to have worked. I have avoided every single thing about that attack. Sweet, I've never done that before successfully. Yeah, this freaking dexterity thing, this dexterity weapon, this is working so much better on him than the magic thing is. I think he's very resistant to magic. Good to know. Alright, now we move a little bit ahead because he's going to place his foot in the same place, and that does some... Oh! Staggered! Can I get a critical hit on his head? Eh, this is close enough. Bam! Apparently the Ring of the Evil Eye gave me health from that, although I did not get any souls from that. Curious. Wonder what that's about. Let's keep moving on, though. Just with that hanging in the back of our mind. Let's keep going onwards. Okay, so we got a little room here. I believe there is a hidden wall here. Yes, there is. There's also a hidden wall behind the hidden wall. Magic works way better on these guys. I should know that. Perfect. Our Soul-Weary Warrior, and another hidden wall that I think has a lightning gem. Or no, it has a lightning spell. Lightning arrow. Oh, I want to say, I think I know who uses this. I probably said this in the previous playthrough as well, the main channel playthrough. The female knights who serve in the Age of the Gods use this miracle for dragon slaying. Cool. I love the bow made of lightning concept. That's so freaking cool. I wonder what the story is about. Beautiful stories are always marked by embellishment. What is the story about the arrow of lightning about? I want to read the miracles. I want to read the stories that the miracles have. Come on, developers, pull a Skyrim and just put a bunch of books in the game that you can read. Boom. Oh, man. It's fine. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, first things first here. Want to go up this elevator. This will unlock a door to the first bonfire of the Ringed City. Very cool. Then, we also want to pay attention on this lift. We want to go through that door that I missed. I'll be on my way back up shortly. There's an item up there, and no, we cannot climb up the platform in the center to get it. We're not an Elden Ring character. We're a lowly Dark Souls pathetic plebeian person. Alright. Yeet. Whoa, almost fell off of it. Ridiculous. Chloranthy ring +3. Awesome. So, what I want to do now is actually, I do want to rest at the bonfire. So I'm going to call this thing back down so I don't use a homeward bone in the process. I'm going to spam guard just to wait. Wait out the time it takes. Then I'm going to fast travel back down towards the lower city, and we're going to talk to Shira again. Now that we have defeated Midir, she will have some new things to say. It's going to be a bit of a long run back, but it's okay. We'll do it quick. I'll probably spam through her dialogue because there will be a Herald Legion guy after me, most likely, and then we will do that. Yep, that's how it'll go. We will do it, and then the thing we will do. The thing will be done, and then we will teleport back. Cool? Cool. I'm gonna have to take a bathroom break here very soon. It's the unfortunate reality of what happens when you drink a lot of water and other stuff without eating in accordance. Ladder climb. I don't have much to say on this run back. We've already been through these areas. We've scoured everything that's in them, so... yeah, just enjoy the scenery, I guess. The scenery of the muddy brown sky that's no longer cool and yellow looking. I mean, like, these visuals are very fitting for, like, the end of the world and all, but I kind of wish they only brought them out here. Because, like, they don't feel as special when almost every other area in the freaking game looks like this. Okay, I was hoping to avoid having the Legion guy spot me, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore. Okay, let's wait for this guy to, like, walk past. Hey, Shira, I killed the dragon!
So, Medea had into the chasm.
Okay, I can't. I have to kill this guy at least. Let's go, buddy. Whip. And whip. And whip. I hear another one. Is it a guy coming around the edge? Okay, it's a guy kind of coming up here. Ah, damn. There is a guy in that cubby down below. I would love to get a plunging attack on him. So I really hope he doesn't aggro. Like the horse in Shadow of the Colossus. Okay, sweet. He didn't aggro. He did not aggro! Haha! Alright, now we kill these guys, and then we can finally talk to Shira alone. Oh god, I'm out of stamina. Pow. Good thing is, the Curse Bite Ring has really been helping against those guys. I don't think I really need it anymore. I don't think anything else really casts Curse around here, so... oh, hi. Night Night Chonk. Alright, let's talk to you.
So, Medea hath into the chasm fallen. Still his voice I hear. The dark grieveth him yet. I prithee, put him to rest, before the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot.
So he is still alive down in that pit that we dropped him into.
Just afore the church of the princess standeth a tower, honouring ancient knights. There lieth a small shrine, behind the sculpted knight which beareth no arms. 'Tis from there one may descend the chasm of darkness. I prithee, put the great dragon to rest.
That is important information. I'll keep that in mind.
I know. I have asked of thee a thing most terrible. Forgive me. Thou wert but mine only hope. Just afore the church of the princess standeth a...
Okay, yes, we've heard that before. Indeed. Indeed. Let's head back to the bonfire we were just at. Let's head back to that secret area and see if what she is talking about is true. There's a knight with no arms that we must find a way behind. I wonder how we're gonna find a way behind it. This is not the right bonfire. Hold on. We gotta go back up to this one. The ringed inner wall. I suppose the outer wall is the giant natural rock surrounding the city. That would make the most sense to me. Light crossbow. Standard crossbow wielded by most soldiers. Alrighty, step in here, and good thing it's already here for me. And write it down. Bam! How many souls do I have? Okay, not very many. This is good. We go the other direction from where we went last. This is the place honoring ancient knights. You can see this one doesn't have a sword, but the others do. This one is fake! Destroy it, head behind it, and there's an item here. Villianor's Spear Ornament. I believe that is actually a Covenant item for a new Covenant that was added in this DLC. You'll be seeing what that Covenant does very shortly. But that is their item that they're collecting to turn into the altar. Down here, this is the secret shrine. It has antiquated plain garden and violet wrappings. I can't remember why that's not what I meant to do. I can't remember why these are here. Maybe if I read about them, we can see. Golden battleships betray a faint residue of magic, but the clothing was never intended for battle. Yeah, it leaves your chest area very exposed, so definitely not meant for battle. When a mission visited the ringed city long ago, one of its younger missionaries elected to stay behind. It was he who became the last recorded spear of the church. Interesting. Okay. Wonder why an outfit related to him was left down here. Before we drop into this massive hole and see what's down there, I have to take a quick bathroom break. Be right back. And I'm back. It was like no time passed at all. Look at that big sword there. If only you could use that. But we have a lot more interesting swords than that. More primordial serpents. Maybe this is a shrine to worship the dark and where the serpents came from. Because the serpents are, like, of the dark, right? Kind of. There's only one that went against the dark. That was Frampt, I want to say? I don't know. I don't know the true lore. Okay, guess we're going. Down this giant hole into a surprisingly beautiful arena. And in the center lies the dragon we felled earlier. And all of the dragon's many, many, many victims. Probably including other players from other games. Here we go. So this is considered one of the hardest bosses in Dark Souls 3. I don't know if I would agree with that. I still think Frida's a lot harder than him, but yeah. He's a toughie. Oh god, okay. This is his rampage attack. If you just kind of make a huge circle around him, you should avoid most of it. Alright, I think I want to use my Twin Blades because the Twin Blades did a lot more damage as a whole. However, the main area you want to hit him is his head, because if you hit him in his head enough times, he will, like, stance break and let you do a critical hit, and critical hits do tons and tons and tons of damage. And this guy has one of the highest health amounts of any boss in this game, so you want to get those. Okay, actually, this is doing pretty good damage. The problem is that his head is only available to hit, like, a tiny portion of the time. Yeah, and he keeps, like, lifting it up as he begins other attacks. If you're lucky, he'll do an attack that keeps his head lowered. But if you're unlucky, well, you'll just die right here. So, there is a spell I know of that is supposed to work really well on him, and that is Pestilent Mist. If you spray that, it'll, like, slowly deal tech damage to him, and of course, you have to stay out of it because it also damages you, but it does help a lot for him. I might decide to bring that in. You know what? I'll equip the spell right here, but I might not use it yet. This we don't need. Frankly, I don't need that on me. Crystal Soul Spear needs 48. Where's Pestilent Mist? That is Snap Freeze. That is Pestilent Mist. Cool. I'll keep it equipped up here, but yeah. I think the main reason I was curious about using the Black Knight sword is because, I think he's weak to it. I already said this, but yeah, it does a decent amount of damage, and perhaps I can do, although it really didn't do a lot of damage for me in my main channel playthrough, which is where I used the Great Knight Sword on this guy, so yeah, we're gonna have to find out how this goes. Unfortunately, Midir has a pretty bad run back. Like, you have to call that elevator up, you have to ride it down, enter the door, fall down this ladder right here. You could always use the Silver Cat Ring to skip that. Then again, that might be a 20-meter fall. I suppose I could test that. And then you have to fall all the way back down here. And even then, once you get down here, Midir still takes a while to be attackable. All right, I think if I focus, I can do better. Let's do that. Let's focus this time. I'm not sure why I died last time. I guess I just dodged a little too early. Okay. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I usually stick to his left side for those rampage attacks, and I think that's why. Been a while since I fought this guy last, so I'm gonna have to remember him. So we go. Whoa, okay. Man. No, okay. He has like a big 6-hit combo he hasn't used yet. And I'm constantly paying attention for it, because it can be pretty nasty if you get hit by it. As you could imagine. So yeah, I'm trying to get him stance broken so I can, if that's what that system is internally called in this game. Okay, this is a grab. If that were to grab me, he would literally instant kill. Okay, I kind of want to go under him. I think if he's starting to swipe, you can go under him, start hitting at his legs instead. Whoa, okay. Okay, we're good. I really had to, like, learn and get this guy's attacks down in my first playthrough. I ended up beating him kind of by fluke. Okay, watch out for this swipe. There we go. Oh, he swipes back again. Man, I'm not used to that. I'm not really used to approaching that attack from that side of him, so maybe I should stop doing that. Okay, he's breathing fire. Okay. Yeah, the timing for those fire breath dodge attacks is weird. The dodge time for those attacks is weird. Those charge moves! I finally know the telegraph for those! He will rear up visibly. It is not as impossible to see coming as I once thought. I healed and then I took more damage there. That was a terrible heal. That was probably the worst heal I've ever made. Okay. After this, he should leave his head open for a little bit. Not stance broken yet. I don't know how many times you have to hit him in a row before it works. Yeah, staying under him is surprisingly safe. There we go, there's that, and that should be no attack following up. Sweet. I'm doing good damage overall. I don't think this will take too long, honestly. He is a very hard fight, but I don't know. I've beaten very hard fights earlier in this game with in decent amount of time, like Nameless King. Sorry, my sentences are a lot more fragmented while I'm in the middle of a strenuous challenge such as this. This is his 6-hit combo, isn't it? No, it's not. Whoa! Did not expect that. Okay. Okay, this is a laser attack. I want to start here, and then I want to move this way. Okay, yes, and then I'll avoid all of it. He ends it with a bit of fire spray to his right side. Okay, that's grab. Dodge to the side. It's probably the best way to avoid that. Dodging backwards sucks. Whoa. Oh, no. Okay, it's his rampage. I'm just gonna dodge away. Yeah, that's best. Just get behind him as soon as possible when he starts to rampage up in your face like that. Okay. He's almost halfway down, and he's beginning phase 2. This is gonna be an explosion, so you just want to stay away from that. Cool. His phase 2, I have not spent a whole lot of time in. Every time I've gotten to phase 2, I have won immediately after. I think that's gonna change this time. Yep. I've broken my streak. Okay, well, we get it, though. We get it. And I just made a terrible decision there. I should have been running the other way. Oh my god. I don't know where that came from. I should not have been trying to run towards it. I should have been trying to run the other way. Well, that's fine. We did really well second try. I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling this will go by very quickly. Or fairly quickly. Comparative to how it used to go. How it went before, I mean, in my old series. You know what? I think that's just what I'm gonna call it. The old series. Calling it main channel playthrough is very... It's very long, does not roll off the tongue very well. I'll just start calling it old series. Okay. I don't care about my souls in there, so it's time to test. Ring of the Evil Eye. I don't need this. Damn it. It's a 20-meter fall. You really had to make this fall 20 meters. You really had to. You really... Whatever. Alright, well, I guess I'll put on a different ring in place of it, though. Boost damage absorption when HP is full. Oh, let's boost fire damage absorption. 100%. We're gonna need that. Then let's put on dexterity boost. Let's put on Ring of Favor. Yeah, that's good. Because we're gonna be taking a lot of physical damage as well. How are my resistances? They're pretty good. I'll take them. Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever, Kronk! I need to watch that movie again. I hear that it is very funny, but I really don't remember much about it. Other than that the Emperor turned into a llama. That's like all I remember. He was cursed with llama powers. Or something. I don't know. Whee! And we go! Whee! Back into the fight! Try number 3. Third time's the charm! You know what they say. I might not talk very much during this attempt. Alright, you're gonna start with that, of course. You always do. I like his battle music a lot. Okay. Should not really greet a third hit like that. Goody, goody, goody. Yeah, If you just start running away as soon as he rears up to breathe fire, you'll probably make it. This is his big combo. There we go. Been waiting for this. I think I'm gonna hang out not locked on a little more often. And the game agrees, because it just disengaged my lock on automatically there. I say that and then I start locking on again. You know what I mean. Well, right. Okay. Oh, look at that fire damage absorption. That made a... That was a charge? Okay, yeah, that charge windup was a little hard to read, I have to say. Like, seriously, that was a charge attack. I did not see that at all. I mean, I guess I saw a little bit of water around his feet, but this room's filled with water. It's only natural that it appears when he's standing in it. The unfortunate thing about this series is because I'm not editing it, you have to watch me make this run back every single time. Isn't it fun? Isn't it just the most fun? I think the worst part about it is honestly this ladder. I wish there was a way to dismount ladders while you were climbing them. Like in a Legend of Zelda game. Legend of Zelda games let you do that. Like if I could just press A and drop off the ladder right here. But you can't do that. Whee! That's all I'll have to say in these runbacks, man. Just whee! Wee you! Whoa, okay, you're turning a little close to me, buddy. Alright. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Prepared to smack-a-doo your face. Twice. Not 3 times, like I keep doing. Gonna refire? No, okay. Cool. I don't know. I could try using Pestilent Mist, but another part of me is having a lot of fun with the melee method, so I think I'll just stick with this. I hate when he, like, rears up so fast, and I'm at the side of his head, and so the game's like, oh, cancel lock-on. He's not there anymore. You don't have to worry about him. I just hate lock-on canceling in these games in general. Okay, well, I've done a good amount of damage. Now I'm prepared. I'm prepared this time. I'm prepared. Okay. What? Neato, Reno. Think I have enough time? Yes, I do. Gonna fly. Cool. I'm gonna start running in the direction I expect you'll land. I barely made that. Game really wants me to dodge roll on everything, doesn't it? Whoa, okay. Yeah. I knew you were gonna do that again. Okay, that was it. Thought there would be a little more. Okay, it's a bite. Bites are nice. Okay, and they're actually not as nice because I just remembered you end with that, but that's fine because you leave your head vulnerable for a little while afterwards. I think that him moving his head back gets a little less annoying when you figure out which attacks he leaves himself vulnerable for the most. And usually it's the fire-breathing attacks. He leaves his head open a long time for those ones. If he feels like it, of course. There are sometimes he'll, like, rear right back up into the grab attack. And those are pretty annoying. Oh god, rampage. Okay. Now that we're on this side, I think I'm okay. It looks like his tail will swipe and hit you, but I don't think it does. It, like, leaves a particle effect after it, but I don't think it actually does anything. I should have hit him. Is this your full combo? It's your... okay. It's that. A little far. I still got one hit, though. Fine with me. Where did he go? Okay. So that was his, like, 6-hit combo, except he chose to breathe fire instead. I've rarely seen him do that. Okay. Still haven't stance broken him yet. Fine with me, though. Please survive, thank you. I'm in danger. I'm risking it a little bit, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, I'm good now. This is... Why do I keep insisting on going to his right side for these rampages? It's not the best idea in the world. But I don't have the best ideas in the world in me. What can I say? Why don't I cast some of this? Is that gonna hit him at all? Oh god. He's doing the... No, he's not. Okay, never seen that before. I think I dodged it. So he has a second version of the laser tag he can only do in this phase. He has never done it to me before. This might be the first playthrough where he does. Just to be safe, I'm gonna Ember. He's charging. Cool. Now he's flying. Cool. I seemingly do a lot of damage that third hit. Okay, I'm actually glad the game disengaged my lock on there. Okay, just bites. Rearing back for a flamethrower thing, yep. No changes? No changes in phase 2? Thank you, designers! You have no idea how much I appreciate that, especially if you've watched, you'll know how much I appreciate that if you watch my, phase 2 video on my main channel. It's like, this guy has some new things in phase 2, but not a lot, and that's great. He only adds, like, 3 new things, and I like that. That's very good. One of his new things is that he can chain this attack together, but that's not too bad. You know, it's intuitive. It's just he does the same attack, but twice in a row. That's not bad. It's nothing like Black Flame Frida. Okay. What the hell did you just do? Shoot! It's the new laser. Okay. I'm just gonna go right up to him. Fuck it. I'm going right up to him. Okay. Cool. So I know the relative zone of safety for that attack. Okay, he's doing the big explosion, that's fine. The explosion is not that big, not as big as it appears. Whoa! What? He cued his stance break for me, thank you! Okay, you're dead. You are so dead. You are so dead. You are so dead! Bam! That was only like fifth try? Yeah, not a bad fight. Honestly, I'm gonna have to do a Dark Souls 3 boss tier list once this is done, because my opinions on them have changed since my old tier list that I made. In fact, I might, like, start with my old tier list as a template, and then, like, see how my opinions have changed from there, but yeah. That was really fun, man. And it wasn't too hard, either. I mean, like, you just really have to get under him, you have to get his timings down, gotta get his attacks down, but fortunately he doesn't have that many attacks, nor that many variations of attacks. He's a lot like Nameless King in that way, where, like, his moves are hard. His moves are really freaking hard. If you're learning him for the first time, it's gonna take you a while. But it's not like there's 50 different variations of one of his basic swings, like Pontiff Sullivan or Black Flame Frida have. So there's a lot less to keep in mind for this battle, and I think that makes it so much easier. This outfit looks so cool combined with this room. You know what? This is another screenshot moment. This is another screenshot right here. I guess I'm gonna toast during it? No, that looks weird. Actually, no, it's fine. Screenshot moment. Maybe this is also a screenshot moment. There we go. Cool. Well, we are not done with this video. I would like to go turn in these souls, but we are not done with this video. We still have the remaining required stuff in the Ring City to do. Though we should go back and talk to Shira. Oh god, that's gonna require me to kill one of those Herald Legion guys. I suppose I can approach her door from the ringed inner wall bonfire instead, so I don't have to deal with nearly as many of them. Except I think I still have to deal with one, don't I? Oh, whatever. Okay, let's get a level up. I'm gonna choose endurance. Let's get it to 30. That just feels good. I can put this into something else. How about intelligence? Why not? I would like to end on, like, all even levels, but if I can't, then no big deal. Alright, so, let's go talk to Shira. Oh yeah, we can transpose Medeir's soul, right? Let's also read about it. Did I? Yes, I did show the Demon Prince's thing. Yeah, here's Soul of Dark Eater Medeir. Medeir, descendant of archdragons, was raised by the gods, and owing to his immortality, was given a duty to eternally battle the dark, a duty that he would never forget, even after the gods perished. And then he started eating the dark. Sag. What's available here? Let's see. Frayed Blade. Symbolizing Dark Eater Medeir, once was blazed, now stained black, frayed at the hilt. Without sheath, it will still crumble into nothing. Well, I don't want that. That sounds lame. Whatever else this unlocks, I probably can't afford. Here it is. Old Moonlight. Yeah, I can't afford this. I guess I may as well get the other thing then. Sure. Attacks are coupled with light waves, sustaining attacks. The sword named after Moonlight, but is slightly different than the one fashioned of the Pale Drake's Seath. Perhaps it is rooted in an older memory from not long after the beginning. That would be a cool spell to use, but too late, I spent my souls. Now let's head back, let's talk to Shira, and then we're gonna head to Philionor's church. Don't tell Shira, okay? I'm gonna trust you guys not to tell Shira about this. Don't tell Shira we're doing that, but we're gonna head to Philionor's church. The tailbone spear. Okay, we want to go this way. Oh god, we have to deal with enemies. Hopefully not very many enemies. Just like a few. Yeah, Pestilent Mist turned out to not help me at all against Medeir because I didn't need the help. That is so weird. It's kind of funny how, oh, you can watch that guy go into his ambush spot. That's funny. Or no, you could just watch him walk out here. It is kind of funny how the freaking, stance break animation was queued, so it waited until, like, his attack animation was done before it did it. It was very strange looking, but also very funny. I liked it. All right, buddy, let's go. Let's go. Let's tango. Let's tango. Where are you going? All right, and nope. Beep. Oh yeah, we also got the Covenant from Medeir. You have to defeat Medeir if you want the Spears of the Church Covenant. And we will see what the Spears of the Church Covenant entails very shortly. Beauteous. Oh, hi. Is it really worth approaching Shira's room from this direction if I have to deal with all these freaking enemies in the process? Might not be. But still, I mean, I probably prefer it over... Actually, would I prefer these guys over a Herald Legion guy? The Herald Legion are easy, and they fall quickly to my... Or they're relatively easy, and they fall quickly to my sword, so I don't know. And there's also another ring tonight down here, so yeah, you know what? This may have been the worst idea, but still. Like, one Herald Legion enemy, or all those guys? Very tough decision. Okay, so that first guy coming up the way, I want to say he drops down into this cubby. So if I hide in this cubby, wait for him to go by, he will then begin to drop down, and I can go up the stairs without him noticing me. If I'm right about this. Let me hide away from you. I think I'm gonna wear the Black Witch set for the rest of the video and the rest of the playthrough by extension. Okay, yeah, he's going all the way up to Shira's door. And now he's just gonna drop down there, and now I can go up here. Perfect!
My most humble thanks. 'Tis thanks to thee the dragon erred not from his vows. Please, take this. A final gift of thanks. Now, hasten on thy journey, but wake not the slumbering princess, as the fire waneth does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man. My humblest that now, as the fire...
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be sure not to do that. I will not waken the princess. I'll be sure to be very, very, very quiet around her. Yep. Yep, indeed. Now it's time to storm into the Church of Princess Filianore and clang a bunch of pots and pans together. Let's go! Maybe we could use Siegfried's armor set to help with that. The Ringed City. I don't know why I like calling it Ringed City. It's fun, you know? Sometimes you just want to have fun saying words, and that's what I choose. I'm so glad that Midir fight went as well as it did. I sure hope the remaining boss fights go well. I'm sure they will. I am very used to all these boss fights. Before we can enter the church, it is being guarded by a big guy with 2 great swords. These guys have the most insane moveset of all the Ringed Knights, and honestly, I think they've become my least favorite type of Ringed Knight overall. Mainly because they're so crazy. They're like a teaser of what the developers were cooking with Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. And Elden Ring in general, honestly. Oh my god, my nose is itchy. Stop. Why is it that freaking so many Let's Players and YouTubers and content creators, they always get itchy noses while they play games? It's so weird. It's a curse. It's the Let's Play curse. Ow. Beautiful. Titanite Chunk. Ringed Knight paired greatswords. That went pretty well. I only got hit once. This is the Divine Spear Monument. This is the altar you have to turn in the Filianore Spear ornaments in if you are of the Spears of the Church Covenant. I believe the Spears of the Church Covenant actually involve you protecting Princess Filianore from people doing exactly what I'm about to do. So, that's kind of cool. It's a cool concept. And we'll get more into this when we actually get onto this next fight. So, Weep. And Twinkling Titanite. I just took some fall damage. That is fine. I shall accept the fall damage. It is not very high fall damage. How's my rings? Honestly, aside from maybe this and this, I'm okay with this. So that means I'm not okay with it. Let's change it. Magic, I think, could help. As for you, kind of plan on using the greatsword a lot more. Boost attacks when HP is low, sure. Wear this ring in our final stand. Because honestly, like, this basically is the end of the game.
Return from whence thou camest. The abyss runneth deep. By the king's decree. None may disturb our mistress's slumber.
And then I came along! No decree has ever stopped me before, and it's not about to stop me now. You have an optional summon for Unbreakable Patches here, and you know what? I actually think I'm gonna take it. I'm not a huge fan of this next fight, so I think I'll definitely ask for his assistance on this. And after all, he is offering. He's not gonna betray us. He's just like, he is actually going to help us with this, so I'll take his help. Phantom Unbreakable Patches summoned. Let's traverse the fog. Let's go. We start with not a Spear of the Church, but a Painting Guardian that's helping them out. And they also throw those Church Guardian sheaves we picked up earlier at you. The Judicator Giant, which is their names, I just remember that now, is about to summon in the Spear of the Church. There he is. His name is Half-Light. If you are playing online, there is a good chance that that will be another player who fights you. So yeah, this boss can be like a player invader. It's pretty cool. I like that idea. Even though, you know, it is somewhat immersion breaking, I'm okay with that. Thankfully, I have Patches with me, which makes that first part a lot easier to deal with. Now it's just you and me or it's you and me and Patches. Patches is halfway dead already. Patches isn't the worst fighter in the world, but you know, he could be a little better. I'm just saying. Just saying, Patches. Did you know I'm just saying? Ow. That's fair. Alright, yeah, I'm not a super huge fan of this fight. It's like a glorified NPC battle. The fact that you get ganged up by 2 of them is really annoying. So yeah, that is why I'm summoning for it. What comes after it, though, is nothing short of amazing, in my opinion. Okay, bam, bam. Okay, cool. Not very cool, actually, I've decided. Not nearly as cool as I once thought it was. Okay, yep. You've got it. I'm sure you've got it over there, Patches. I'll have this guy down in his... How many attacks do you have? Buzz off! Buzz off like the flies that are outside, the locusts. I should have been saying that to the locusts as I was killing them. Like, this guy just has, like, unlimited stamina. Alright, yep, we get it. Fortunately, Half-Light is distracted. Neat, 5-4-5. The Judicator Giant is gone now. Oh, how dare you. I think that also healed Half-Light at the same time. That's fine. Nope. Yeah, okay. Waited to heal until now. I could use my Divine Blessing. Honestly, I will. Let's fucking go. We're at the very end of the game. There's no reason not to. And this has been a really fun replay of this game. We'll have to see how well I think this playthrough holds up over time. But I think overall, I have enjoyed not only making this playthrough a lot more than the first, but I think it has come out slightly better than the first. If only slightly, though. I never actually ended up going online again. I was vaguely planning to do that in this DLC portion, but I just never ended up doing it. Okay. We get it, Half-Light. We get it, okay? We get it. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to use the weak regular attack on him. To be fair to this guy, you've got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. Unfortunately, so do I. Unfortunately for you, that is. Oh, awesome! Bam! Yeah, that's so much more fun with the summon. And with that, you get yet another Titanite slab and your first Filianor Spear ornament, which you will also get if you are playing as the Spear of the Church in the Covenant. Very cool. How many souls do you drop? Quite a few. I might want to go make a level up off camera. Actually, I might just want to go make a level up right now. They're giving me a bonfire right here, so may as well. Let's do it. I just realized I'm not cutting this out. I went silent for a second, expecting future me to cut this out, but, you know, I value future me's time in the current moment. Very well, then take. Alright, there's that. Very cool. Oh, I will very much discover my peace. Once everyone's dead. Honestly, what level am I? 109. I want to be at least 110. I'm going to use some more of these. Yeah, it's 58k. How about this? 88k, that should be enough for another one?
Very well then.
It is. Okay, good. I guess Vitality gets an even number. There we go. Well, level 110. This is probably what I'm gonna go out on. I don't feel the need to level up any further. I will get more souls beyond this point, of course, but there's no real reason to spend them. This is literally like the last piece of content in the entire game. Young Dragon Ring. Ring given in Vinheim, home of sorcery. When newly ordained as a sorcerer, boost sorceries. I mentioned the word sorcery like 17,000 fucking times. You know what? As I go to do this next thing, I don't want Shira to recognize me, so I'm gonna wear this to hide my face. How about that? Though I guess I am the only human around these parts with blue skin, so, you know. Might not be that effective of a disguise, but still, it's close enough. Wakey, wakey. It's time for school. As our punishment for disturbing her slumber, we have been transported many, many years in the future to the end of the world. This is the result of the Dreg Heap. It all ends up being buried and obscured under huge piles of ash. This is what happens if the Age of Fire is prolonged for too long. And there's a few more pessimistic lore studiers who believe that this will be the outcome no matter what you choose. Even if you choose to end the Age of Fire early, someone else comes along, defeats you, restores it, and the world ends up like this anyway. While I prefer to think more optimistically, I can certainly understand why they would think that. This world is freaking screwed either way.
Eleanor, help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
Aren't you the guy we talked to at the beginning of the Ring City? I mean, you have a crown on now. I don't think killing him gives you anything, so I'm just gonna leave you alive. There's Lothric and Orlando over there. They're one of the few things standing tall amongst all this rubble. Goes to show that they were some of the most... They were the only, like, truly powerful buildings left in the world. Everything else is just smothered. Before we move on to the main attraction, and the thing I am most excited for, there are two optional enemies to fight, so I'm going to go fight both of them. First of all is this guy. I believe this guy drops yet another Titanite slab. So we're just going to take him out real quick. Then there's something else to do elsewhere. And then we will get on to what I'm really here for. Whoa, okay, cool. We get it, you're crazy. You're crazy, you train. You have stamina. You worked out a cardio, or whatever. Did some cardio, that's the usual phrase. Not worked out cardio, I don't know what that means. I mean, you can kind of understand what it means, right? Alright, down you go. The dude killed me in the old series. All the way here in the finale, I'm only just now saying the old series as a much easier way of saying it. Hey, that's that building that we couldn't reach in the Ring City. And you still can't reach it now. I guess some things never change. Okay, second thing I want to do is this way. I'm deliberately avoiding that whole side of the place, for good reason. Running across the open field of ash, running across the open field of ash. This kind of reminds me of Hyrule Field, and honestly, it's kind of similar in size to Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time in particular. Except, you know, This one has good reason to be flat, empty, and boring. In here. It's just a room. No items or anything.
I've searched for thee, dark-stricken creature. I am Shira, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Medea. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
It seems she recognized me through the disguise after all. In that case, hold on. There we go. I look much better in this hat. Okay, Shira's battle. She is really tough. Honestly, she is very, very tough. Her lightning bow does a lot of damage. That scream, I think, powers her up, and she has a lot of Estus flasks. I think that is her shining trait in battle. She came prepared. Oh god. Okay, well, if I can power her down before she can heal. Okay, couldn't do it. I was out of stamina. Weird how they. Shira. What are you doing? What is she doing? Yeah, I could do that too. You're not special. What the hell was that? I recommend running out of the way of the bows. If you dodge, there's a good chance you'll just get hit anyway. Oh god, oh god. It's funny how the enemies never seem to be out of stamina when I go to heal. Haven't you noticed that? Okay, there's that. The enemies always seem to have perfect amount of stamina left to freaking punish my heal every time. Not every time, but you know what I mean. It happens often enough that I'm allowed to complain about it. Okay, you are out now. Luckily, my heavy weapon is staggering her a lot. Okay, but that staggers me a lot. Holy shit.
Never would I ever forgive thy lowly kind.
That's okay. I don't need you to forgive me. I don't know why exactly we're doing this. Okay, well, I do know why, but I don't know why my character chooses to do this. I guess it's just, like, the only goal they've been given. But I suppose there is a reason for it. A reason we will be discovering very shortly. I'm gonna go back to the bonfire and heal since I'm very close by. And then we're gonna see the main attraction. Are you ready? 'Cause I am. I'm pumped for this. This is probably my favorite part of the whole game. And fitting enough that we're doing it last. I saved the best for last. I think I'll actually equip my twin blades for this. Why not?
The Red Hood is come to eat us.
The Red Hood, eh?
Dark soul.
He's looking for Dark Souls. Wonder why. We only know, like, at least a couple of people with red hoods. Only one of them have we seen somewhat recently.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
Gale has been transformed into the ultimate beast of the Dark Soul. So, to explain what's going on here, apparently showing the painter in the painted world of Ariane Del Flame was not enough. She also needs the power of the Dark Soul to truly create the world. Gale went out looking for some, but he could not find it for ages and ages and ages. And over time, he went crazy, and now we have to fight him. He has, however, consumed the pygmies for some reason. He resorted to eating them to obtain their Dark Souls that way. And now, the Dark Soul is all within him, and as a result, he is one of the last surviving organisms in the world, along with Shira and that one random knight for some reason. I don't know why those two are there, but this guy... aside from those two and the dying pygmy going towards Filianor, this guy is like the last living organism in the entire world. And us, of course. Yeah, aside from a million other things, this guy's the last living one. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm not doing very much damage. How's this doing? I mean, I kind of want to do weak damage because I love this fight so much. I don't want it to end. But of course, I'm doing this for a video. I'm doing this for YouTube. It definitely should end at some point. Alright, so he's a little crazy in his first phase, but no big problem. His attacks are nothing you haven't gone against before many, many, many times. His only deal is that he does a lot of damage. That's really what makes him different. And he's got a lot of health. He actually has a very similar amount of health to Dark Eater Midir, though the boss that has the highest amount of health in total is still Sister Frida, with all three of her phases combined. Oh wow, that's a follow-up. Good to know. I don't know how weak this guy is to magic. Suppose we'll find out. Yeet! Okay, that did 400 damage, and 400 damage is not very much on this guy's beefy health bar, is it? Wow! What? Okay. Okay. Uppercut. Oh god. Okay, good thing I healed before that. I forgot about that attack. Okay, stayed away so he didn't follow this time, but he did do that follow. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just fight him at extremely low health. You know what? It's gonna buff my damage. Let's go for it. No reason not to. Alright, I'm not used to this guy. Okay, I just... that's my bad. Didn't roll. Didn't roll when I should have. That's fine, though. We've got him next time. I feel it. This will be a second try victory. A balanced, widely used standard straight sword. Alright, who gives a fuck? The fog wall is right here. This guy is the shortest run back of any boss in this game, and for that, I love it. Though he does take a while to get over to you. It's fine. It's only like 30 seconds. Honestly, it is only like 30 seconds. Okay, that attack is not the greatest idea to use on him. He's very rarely ever staggered or recovering for a long time. Nope. I don't know why I meowed at him. It'll decrease his defense. He'll be scared. It's like a Pokemon move. Your defense fell. I have a question about those moves in Pokemon, and I guess in other JRPGs. Because they always say, like, the Pokemon's defense fell. But that's only for the battle, right? It's not for everything else. You know, the Pokemon doesn't keep the stat loss after the battle. Because if that were the case, then you would be like, you'd have one of your Pokemon stats be slowly drained over the course of the entire game. I think it is just for a one battle, and then it gets refilled to what it once was. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's an opportunity I probably could have done magic attack on him. Either way, after this combo. That's a good time, too. Bam! Only 293 that time. Didn't get both hits off. That's fine. Okay. Oh, that's copious stamina usage there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Don't. Thank you. Perfect. Now that he realizes the Dark Soul is inside him, he attacks with it in full force. His moveset changes completely in Phase 2. He now has that cape that's like an addition to his attacks. You now have to time a dodge a lot more precisely so as to not get hit by the cape. Fortunately, the cape does not knock you back very much at all. Okay, this, dodge away from, and that usually works. Okay. Yeah, I gotta time it much more precisely. It's just a subtle little change, but it really changes how the fight feels, and I like it. Fortunately, I don't think this guy's Phase 2 or 3 is too overwhelming, that, like, the fight's annoying to learn. And even if it is annoying, I feel like it's less so just because this guy is the last boss of the DLC. This guy is it. There is no boss past this point. Once I'm done with this, I've beaten every boss. So I'm a lot more willing to put up with, like, Phase 2s and 3s being hard to learn. I guess I did just kind of subtly spoil there. Yeah, Phase 2s and 3s. We did have Black Flame Frida, after all. Okay. I love using the Greatsword on him, but I'm wondering if I might want to switch to, freaking Twin Blaze just so I can attack him faster. This is his Phase 3. All of his Phase 2 attacks receive an additional augment. And he can now summon the lightning from the sky. And can I just say, the lightning is so fucking cool, and so is the lighting in general in this battle. God, the arena, the attacks, the freaking, like I said, the lighting and how it reflects off of the gray, providing a tiny bit of color in an otherwise bland-looking area, which is bland-looking on purpose. What a boss this is! I love it! There's that, and there's the fact that I think the boss is super well designed. There is not a single attack from Gale that I would consider annoying or unfair. I think it all works really well. Okay, there's that. There is the fact that learning his Phase 2s and 3s is somewhat annoying, but again, I don't mind it that much because it's the last boss. Okay. The game saved mid-battle. Ominous. I wonder why. It knows that I'm going to die. Okay, that one, yeah, you just kind of roll 4 times, that's it. Okay, he's about to shoot things again. Cool, there's no explosion. Then he usually jumps afterwards, like that. I think he might leave himself open long enough that I can get a magic attack. Okay, this attack has a lot more going on. Starts to go away, then does that again. So I recommend dodging twice backwards, then wait for him to do the forward lunge, dodge again, and then you can hit him. Okay, dodge again. Not bad. Heal a little bit. Okay, no third attack. Cool. Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh man, I may have just gotten hit by that. I was not, though. Run, dodge backwards, and then you're safe. Cool. That's the part I was missing on past playthroughs. I kept not running from that attack. And it's what you should do. Just that twice. Bam. That is every boss. Beaten once again. For like the 3rd time now, I've beaten every boss in the game. Oh, man. I love that fight. Right now, my personal favorite video game boss is Pure Vessel from Hollow Knight, but that guy is a strong contender for 2nd place. In fact, he might be 2nd place. Just, God, that fight is so cool. I mean, there's other final bosses I really like as well. Or there's other boss fights in general I really like as well. But that guy, oh man. I love everything about it. I can't really say it enough. I love the music, the atmosphere, the visuals, the lighting, the arena, the attacks. The general feel and flow state I'm in while I'm fighting him. And even the lore behind it, though I'm usually not, you know, the biggest lore fan in these games. The lore behind it, I like quite a lot. The fact that he searched so long and hard for the Dark Soul, that he was willing to eat the pygmies and then turn into that beast to try and do it. I mean, doesn't make you like the guy that much, but still, I mean, he turned into a great boss fight, so I suppose I like the guy a lot. The red-hooded wandering slave knight Gale sought the blood of the Dark Soul as pigment for the painted world, but Gale knew he was no champion, that the Dark Soul would likely ruin him, and that he had little hope of a safe return. Yep, indeed. What else did we get? Key items, blood of the Dark Soul that seeped from the hole within slave knight Gale, used as pigment by his lady and Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gale came upon the Pygmy Lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried, and so consumed the Dark Soul. I'm going to go turn this in to the painter in the painted world of Ariandel, because yes, indeed, by the power of bonfires, we can even travel through time. I don't know how, but we can. If you play in the order that I am doing, this is basically the ending of the game. Except it doesn't have a cutscene. Just gonna spoil that straight away. Climb the ladder. And I was right, that was a second try victory. Cool. And oh, what fun it was. The fire is spread all the way up here. Hopefully this fire will help you paint this.
Ashen One, thy gift of flame has taken root, and Uncle Gale will soon bring the pigment. Pigment, colored like the dark soul of man.
Here it is. I'm giving it to you on his behalf.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee.
Sure, the name's Omen C2.
My thanks. I will paint a world of that name. 'Twill be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home.
May that world fare better than Lothric. Please. I am praying for your success.
I wonder when Uncle Gale intends his return. I hope the new painting will be to him a gentle home.
If his spirit is still out there, then it probably will be.
Might I whip of it one?
That's that. Rather than end here, I think I'm going to head back to the final boss arena, and then I'm going to give my true final thoughts on Dark Souls 3, having now played through all of its content once more. It is here I want to go. Alright, I'm going to set myself a 7-minute timer, because I'm also going to be playing the old version of the game's credits theme as I talk about this, and I might as well show the game's credits while I do it too. Let's see, what's the coolest view we can get around here? It's probably up this hill. But yeah, I know the credits theme is not longer than 7 minutes, so I'm only going to give myself 7 minutes to relay my final thoughts. Otherwise, I will just keep going on and on and on and on and on forever. And this video is plenty long enough. Where is... Okay, it's over here. It's not as well lit from this angle. Oh, I guess it becomes all darker and moodier. The light fades away when he's killed. Oh, I didn't notice that. Huh, well, well, the ground's freaking out. Well, I suppose one of these hills is as good a place as any. Sure, we'll just end right here. I think my character deserves a nap after all she's been through. Is it gonna stop flickering the ground like that? That's weird and concerning. Please stop flickering the ground like that. We can curl up into a ball, or we could just, you know, go to sleep. It's fine, we'll keep the flickering. Oh, you know, it's not intended. Where's sleep? Don't I have sleep? There it is. Okay. Let me begin. So, a lot of my thoughts on this game have changed as of this playthrough. And that is that I don't know if I love it as much as I thought I did. And I think it's just because a lot of the base game isn't as exciting as I remember it being. I don't know if that's just because I played a lot of Elden Ring, so I think my skills and standards for, like, areas has gone up since then, or what. I sure hope it hasn't, because I really do like this game. I like it a lot. I would recommend it for people new to the Souls series who want to pick a game to start. I would easily recommend this over Elden Ring, personally, because Elden Ring, though it might be open world, it might give you lots of choices, it also gets crazy hard in the late game. I would not recommend it. If you're actually looking to finish one of the games, start with this one. Either this or Bloodborne would probably be good starting points to me. Dark Souls 1 is an annoying fucking nightmare mess. I would never recommend that game to anyone, but that's just me. Anyway. So overall, the early game. I love the Cemetery of Ashen. I love the Highwall of Lothric. I love the 2 bosses they have. But once you enter Undead Settlement, I feel like the game doesn't really... I think the game gets a little boring and doesn't really pick up again until Irithyll. And even then, Irithyll and Profaned Capital and Enorlando, like, they're good. They're very good areas. They're all very good-looking areas as well. But I wouldn't say I loved going through any of them as much as I remember how much I loved going through them in my very first playthrough of the game way back when. I have to say my favorite part of the game overall is the DLC. And I think with this final playthrough, that has absolutely been cemented. I mean, the DLC areas are the best in construction, they're the best in polish. The enemies can be a little annoying sometimes, but I think overall they're pretty good, especially if you bring like a strength weapon that can stagger them. It's overall pretty good. And I like all of the bosses. Frida is a little much. A little too hard, if you ask me. I think they should have given you a checkpoint for Black Flame Frida in exchange for maybe buffing Black Flame Frida a little bit, so that, you know, the checkpoint is deserved. But that's just my opinion. And of course, all the bosses in the Ring City DLC, I love all of them. I even love Demon Prince. And I used to be annoyed with Demon Prince, but I absolutely love him this time around. It was a really, really fun fight. Especially because I beat him first try, and that's the only reason why he was fun. But yeah, I really like Dark Eater Madir as well, I've decided. It's nowhere near as annoying as it was the first time I fought him in the old series. And of course, Gale, fucking excellent boss. Like, one of my top 5 favorite video game bosses ever, right there. Just amazing. And the areas all look really good. The Drag Heap is such an imaginative location. The Ringed City looks like it's literally a painting come to life. I feel like I have literally seen the Ring City on a painting in an art museum somewhere. Like, that is how much it reminds me of a painting. Painted World of Ariando, I like because it's super big, it's got a lot of mini areas within it, and I like it a lot. It's just, it's a cool place, literally, because it's cold, haha. And it also has that lower area that looks so beautiful. It has given me one of my favorite screenshots for my desktop backgrounds, like, of all of them. With that all being said, I'll praise the visuals of the DLC overall, but they're not terrific. And that goes for the rest of the game, honestly. Like, Dark Souls 3 overall, it has a few moments that really shine, that stand out as that looks really good. But a lot of it just doesn't. It's so bland, the colors are washed out. There's so much gray. I know that it's a dying world, but that doesn't mean the world has to look boring as sin. Like, I think Elden Ring was a huge improvement on this game visually. Elden Ring is a fantastic looking game, a gorgeous game, whereas Dark Souls 3 is gorgeous in spots. But for a lot of the game, it's just not that good. I definitely think Elden Ring did a lot more with color than this game did, and that really, really helped. I'd even say Dark Souls 1 might look better overall, even though Dark Souls 1 has areas like Undeadburg, which look like someone threw up all over it. Like, that area looks fucking terrible. But there's areas like Firelink Shrine, Blight Town, the Demon Ruins, and Lost Izalith, I'd say, that all look terrific compared to a lot of the areas in Dark Souls 3. So, yeah, the visuals are definitely not as good as I remembered. I'll definitely say that much. That is for certain. Now for the base game bosses. I think that's the only thing my opinions have shifted on. The Abyss Watchers are a lot more annoying than I remembered. Like, they are actually they really annoy me a lot more than the later bosses do, which is weird, because Pontiff Sullivan should be a lot harder than they were, and yet the Abyss Watchers took me like 7 tries to beat this time. I don't know what was going on there. And then every time I beat them, it's like a total fluke. They just happen to not use the attacks I'm bad at. They happen to use attacks that are easily punishable, and that I can easily exploit to my advantage. Dancer of the Boreal Valley I didn't really like as much. Just, there are some attacks she can do. It's the type of attack where she goes from neutral pose to fling and a hit. Just instant fling and hit. I hate those attacks from Soulsborne bosses, and she, unfortunately, does them. And so that makes me kind of hate her. However, Nameless King was exactly as amazing as I remembered. So were most of the DLC bosses, even Frida to an extent. Osiris was not as annoying as I remembered. Champion Gundyr is, like, middle of the road. I like him, but I don't love him. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do a Dark Souls 3 boss tier list after this. That would be very fun indeed. But yeah, that concludes, I think, my final thoughts of the game. The early game, everything between High Wall of Lothric and Irithyll is really slow. You've got some standout good areas like Cathedral of the Deep, but everything else, it feels like it takes forever for the game to really get going, and that's just... It's a shame, man, because, like, this game would be super replayable if it wasn't for that huge chunk of early game at the beginning that I don't think is nearly as enjoyable as the rest of the game is. I have noticed that my stopwatch has hit time. I am now at the end of the credits song, so I'm going to conclude my final thoughts there. I still really, really like this game. Whether or not I enjoy it more than Elden Ring, I'd probably have to think about. I think I enjoy, like, the bosses more in this game. And I enjoy the simpler combat more. Actually, even then, Elden Ring has jump attacks. Well, I'm not gonna ponder on this right now, but yeah. Whether or not I enjoy this more than Elden Ring is certainly a question I'll have to think about. But, in other news, we're done. Thank you all so much for watching this playthrough, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.